Welcome everyone to yet a week of amazing GLL Wingman. I'm Toby, joined by HayZ, and we have got Sanok out of the way. Yep. Miramar equally done for.
Gone.
And leaves us with the amazing Wrangle. Because I don't think we're not going to do any Vikendi at all.
No.
don't give them those ideas.
No, yeah. Haven't we done a Vikendi thing before?
No. Oh yeah, there has been a Vikendi in GLL tournaments before, but instead of me just talking all the time, let's see that schedule ahead of us, because that'll, for those of you guys who might have us muted for whatever stupid reason, that'll show you as well. We are now in week 3, as I said. Miramar and Sanok have come and left again, and we are now on the 3rd week, where it's gonna be everything on Erangel, just like we used to do it back in 2017.
Yeah, back in the days, all on Erangel. It was good fun until Miramar, the ugly brother, came out and. No, I'm joking. I quite like Miramar. It's fun.
Miramar is good, especially for duos, I think. Point system, I don't think we need to go too much in depth with, but 13th and all the way down, 0 points. So if you're in a position where, like, you know what, odds are we might not get that top 12 anyway, you might just want to start fracking out, because we've seen a lot of teams, even over the weeks, I mean, some of these teams that might not even have had a win yet are still within the top 8. So not easily, but it's very doable to get good points racked up, even though you don't win the games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as you said, you can go out and frag out. If you have to realize that you're not going to get. I mean, obviously players don't know how many teams are alive technically. They can kind of guess. Yeah. You know, if there's like maybe 20 alive, then you kind of guess that you might be close to that.
At most 20 teams.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have to frag out. Essentially, you just have to say, well, the circle's hard shifted west. We're on the east side.
Gotta go kill stuff.
Yeah, just gotta frag out.
And let's see who exactly it is that's going to be doing all the killing for us here today. You have your teams lined up, of course. 0 points so far for everyone coming into today's games. They've been racking up points previously, and now we'll get to see if they can do it here. One team I'm looking at right now, because I had the pleasure of casting some PEL promos this week. The Istanbul Wildcats. They got back-to-back wins 2 days in a row. And if they can do that as a squad, hopefully for them, that's the two carries that they've got lined up on their team here, and they'll be able to continue in the same fashion.
Yeah, hopefully. Obviously, you've got quite a few players. You know, you've got Stella still in there. So obviously,
yeah.
Stella. I think they're in the promotions as well.
They are. Not doing as well as the Istanbul Wildcats, but they're there. I mean, there's plenty of teams on the list here, and if you don't know them off of these team names, because some of them are obviously players that you know, but you just don't. I mean, some teams are very creative with their duos team names. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of players that you guys have seen plenty of times before, even if you might not have been following the PUBG competitive scene for all that long.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. It's Yeah, it's if you don't really know some of these teams, then where have you been? Under a rock, probably.
You've been watching the wrong games, that's for sure.
No, yeah.
2 teams that come to my mind when we talk about all these duos is one of them is Spike and his teammate. Now I forgot the name of him, which is a little stupid, but Spike and his teammate, they were able to get late games so many times. Yeah. In the that just falls off them. But they were able to get late games so many times, and also then Molman and Beamy, they're my Joker team, because they had a really good first week. Like Sanok, 2 wins, both of them with around 10 kills or more. Then we go over to Miramar, wasn't quite as good for them, but now Wrangle again. That, I mean, even though it's of course, I mean, it's not Sanok, but it's more of Sanok than the open fields of Miramar can be. So I think Molman and Beamy could rack up some stuff here. Yeah,
again, I mean, I think they're the people that we most used to Erangel in a sense.
Most likely,
because obviously, I mean, I know Molman. I know him. Yeah, crazy, right? No, I've been on teams that like OG players. Obviously we played so much Erangel. So I mean, it's kind of the same as it was back in the day. You know, a few more compounds here and there, like, you know, a few little
small changes
things. But I mean, it's not 2.0. It's still classic.
That is true,
technically. But yeah, they've. I'm sure that they'll have their ideas.
For sure. Let's see where they are lined up on the overall leaderboards, though, coming into today's games. We got them lined up right here. Blaze are sitting in first place, and Blaze had one hell of a week last week. Them and Brow. M-Force were up there too, but weren't really able to put up the same numbers. I mean, Blaze had 2 wins, almost 3 wins. It was like a win, second place, and win, and then almost a win again. That was absolutely insane. But they were able to rack up on Miramar still. We talked about them just before, sitting down there in 5th place, still within reach of course, amazing first place that you guys want to get to.
Yeah, and you got under 18 as well, just in the 9th place there. I'm surprised they're not a bit higher. I had faith in Silent and Sparky to get up the top spots there, but we'll see. I feel like they've played more Erangel as well, so we'll see what they can do.
We'll see indeed. I mean, also to me at least, the whole Sanok week was a bit of a kind of not random. I don't want to call it random, but it's harder. It's harder, I think, for teams to really solidify themselves in a more consecutive way. If you're good on Sanhok, like if you are an overall good Sanhok team over a year, I want to know what you do, because I still, I mean, after having done an analysis of a billion Sanhok games, I feel like have a hard time figuring out like what's the key to winning. Other than just go to the compound that's in the center and win.
Yeah, just send
you
it.
can't really strategize around that easily. I mean, it's a little harder, especially in duos where there's so many teams around those few compounds. Squads is a little different. You can kind of hold your perimeter a little easier when you have 4 guys or 4 guns pointing out from your compound. But in duos, it becomes very different. That's what I'm looking to see as well on a Wrangle. See if few teams get to take up a lot of space, or if some of these big compounds that sometimes can fit more than 1 team in there also will fit more in duos.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've got over on the west side, there's quite a few big compounds.
Exactly.
Like the God compounds. I mean, would you count Quarry as a compound? You wouldn't really. You
There
could hold
would be
like
one massive compound. That's for sure.
That's a big compound. No, I mean, actually, no. To the east of that, there's a big warehouse compound. Some teams might share that.
Even the compound further east of that.
As
if
well
you guys
as
are completely
that,
lost, we're sorry, but they don't have any real names. So the compound that is on the eastern side of the warehouse compound that is on the eastern side of Quarry, just northwest of Ferry Pier.
Just like
that's one of those areas that technically you could fit in 2 teams. And there are multiple of those sort of areas around the Wrangle. And I'm looking forward to see, because if the alternative is, well, you're going to be out in that field. In squads, you can kind of have those vehicles. You have so many more smokes you can throw. In duos, you just go down really quickly. You die really fast.
You can't share shack, can you? Really?
Exactly. You can try. I don't think it's going to work though.
No.
Shack sharing in PUBG. I've never heard of it before, and I don't think it. Maybe where one guy can like hide behind a vehicle out back, and one can sit inside. They can kind of do a gentleman's agreement that if they don't have nades or molotovs or anything, they'll just go, you sit out there, I'll stay in here.
Yeah.
But for the most part, no. It's just no.
No, I mean if one goes outside. And he gets up, he gets shot by everyone else on the hills around him. And then if a guy goes outside to shoot the guy that's outside, then he gets shot.
He's gonna die too. So just if you have a shack and you're in the late game and you're in that shack and you have it inside the circle, just stay.
Just don't move.
Especially duos.
Just camp it.
That's another thing though that I was gonna touch upon with this being duos, for those of you guys who for whatever reason shouldn't know. Coming into late game, we talked a bit about it coming into the first week on Sanhok, where in squads if you're 1v4, you can kind of count him out. I mean, unless if he really pulls off some sort of magic. Whereas to win duos, everything can happen. And how many times have we seen, not necessarily the very last fight of the game, but how many times have we seen that solo be like, oh my god, he's going to die. Oh my god, he just took them both. I mean, there's always outplay potential.
Yeah, I think we've seen it on NA as well, on the NA Wingman games, where nades are a massive part of that 1v2.
Yeah.
Where you get you throw the nade behind this rock, whatever, or you get the first knock, and then it's a 1v1 essentially, because you've not taken any damage from that guy who's been naded, so it's a fair 1v1 essentially. So it's there is a lot of potential for it for sure, especially in duos.
Just utility usage in general. I mean, use that one smoke you have to like block off the vision from the second guy while you push the first. With him down, you can try to make the play on the second. It's so much more, I guess, manageable, and like it's so much also get a grasp on what's around you when you just have to again, it's not that easy. we make it sound extremely easy, but it really isn't. But when you just have to find locate 2 people, it's so much more doable than. Okay, we have the info in the 2, but are they 3 alive? Are they 4? I mean, it's just like there's a guy there. I just saw another guy run the same building, had a different hat on, different whatever. That's probably a duo.
Yeah.
And then you kind of know how to work around with that. So faster information gathering, but also faster death coming your way, because once your teammate goes down, you're all that's left.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I thought you were going to say, well, you know, once you're down, you're dead. So okay,
That is also
yeah,
true.
That also works as well. But yeah, exactly what you said. Like with the fact that you die so fast. I mean,
Yeah.
a whole squad. I mean, we've seen it before. A whole squad can get taken out in literally a second, but rare to say the least. But in duos, it's fast. Like if you both get spotted and there's two snakes right. I mean, technically 2 bullets. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a K98 or an M24 or an Orm. Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Tap, man, you're out.
Yeah.
Also, the one thing is that player-wise, you don't have that much to deal with. But also, once that engagement starts, if you're not the one firing that initial bullet, you can have very, very limited time because normally the amount of time we see from the first bullet being fired to you turning around, seeing where did the shot come from, to you actually shooting, normally see 3, 4, maybe even 5 bullets go off before that team turns around and starts shooting back towards the opponents, right? Whereas in squads, yes, you can have the first, maybe even like you can have the first guy knocked, the second guy down to low HP, and still sometimes make it work. But here, the guy who's on low HP with his teammate knocked, he doesn't have time to throw these smokes and like kind of make this barricade because he has to heal because they're going to become running, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's really difficult.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Just got to use the utility as well as you can. And don't forget it. I see a lot of players forget they have like nades or smokes or even a stun.
They want to save them for late game.
Yeah, but then they die and they just don't use it.
It's like with the AWM.
Yeah, if you don't use it there and then, and you don't save yourself from dying there, then what's the point in having them in the first place, right?
How many times have I died with the AWM with 20 bullets and we're like, oh, there's a curse. I've started, as soon as I pick it up now, just like, boom, fire the first bullet into the crate. Just like, I fired my WM. I fired it. No regrets. I fired my WM when I found it. And because it's always the same. It's always the same. I finally find a guy and then I get shot in the back of my head and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, so much for risking my life to find that awesome gun so they just die without using
as well.
it. Yeah, exactly.
That red smoke.
But we are in the first game. We are in a Wrangler. And I was going to ask just before the game started, but I might as well do it now. HayZ, I'm thinking a Wrangler, and I'm thinking splits. But it's duos.
Yeah.
So do you think we're going to see any of that?
I think we won't see very many wide splits. Obviously, with squads, you see quite a few wide splits. You know, namely teams like Liquid and all those guys. They split sometimes even a kilometer apart in a sense.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll see that with the duos, just because duos, again, like teams realize that you have to be a lot more aggressive in terms of taking ground. And if you're one guy, you can't defend against two. I mean, you can, as we've just said, but it's hard. It's harder for sure. So I'm not sure. I think I'll have to wait and see. I feel like EU plays a lot different to the other regions, especially in duos. I think in Sanhok we saw a lot of passive play
for sure
compared to NA, where it was just nades.
They're just guns blazing.
Yeah, it was insane. It's a lot to see.
They're out there all the time. Now the plane was for our first game on the Wrangler, I think it was a pretty decent one. We do have a few teams. I think it's 4 duos up in the Georgia Pole area. We have IFS and the Lockerers, just on the southern side of hospital, and then Magebane and his teammate Ewang. Well, they're gonna get themselves not only looted up in Gatka, but they most likely get to pick and choose exactly which compound they want to go for.
Yeah, they have a lot of choice of the compounds. I mean, especially south as well. But I feel like they'll probably hold where Ewan is actually. To be honest with you, I think that's a very solid compound because you see a lot of endings.
For 2 people though.
Yeah,
that's the question, right? But we have to go. We know it's a viable compound when you're playing a squads, but when you're only a duo, if you're sitting on the wrong side of that building, like if someone comes running down from Everest or from the mountain while a team is pushing from Gatka, you're completely doomed. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Some of these compounds can be too big for 2.
True. I guess maybe even the double Tetris just for the west across the road. Yeah.
I would think Yellows is an absolutely golden place to sit in duos. It's hard to leave, arguably, because you have so much open.
And
you have one road on one side.
Unless you got a bike.
Bring a bike inside, and then I mean that's another factor we haven't really taken into account. The fact that you can rotate. I mean, you can always technically rotate multiple people in one vehicle, but you can rotate your entire team on one bike.
True.
Makes for some. Of course, it'll let you get the tires pop, but that does technically make for some pretty decent rotation opportunities, at least, when you have the room to do so, of course.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, it's a good idea, though, to take the yellows, I suppose. Anyway, enough of you and a Magebane. You also got Lukaruk and his teammate just further east as well, Ivis. Looks like they're rotating in as well.
I think they're still looting. They're going all the way around, I think. Yeah, BTL.
Yeah.
They're just going to loot it. They're not in a hurry.
It's fine. I mean, they got loads of time. I mean, they're in the
Exactly.
circle. They got compounds here to loot and to stick with if they want to.
Also, despite jumping out early, I think they're well aware that the majority of teams are either on the eastern or on the northern side of them. So I don't think they need to worry too much about getting compound early. The thing is, of course, though, that, I mean, once that circle is connected, I would expect to see a scary high amount of compounds being taken. Because if we count up the amount of terrain in this circle, of course, we can't do it exactly. But if you look around where Magebane and Ewing is, that's a big old field there. Down south, huge field. Over towards the antenna, massive field as well. So there's a lot of space that you can't really play around. Now Smash and Rip, they were absolutely lighting up the scoreboards last week. Some might say they blazed it. But now they have a bit of an engagement here to do. And as you can see, Smash, he does not have a whole lot of ammo available.
Oh yeah, 30 bullets just to his AK. I think he's got a mini on his back, so he might be okay with that just for now. But yeah, I don't think these guys know though. I don't think. Although Mithrain's crouching around, I'm not sure if he's. I don't know. Okay, now he's sprinting. But still, I don't think they realize that Smash is here, so this could catch them completely off guard.
Yeah, you can see 10,000 Days. He's kind of looking around up by the windows, and they know for a fact that a team landed nearby them earlier because 10,000 Days had to disengage from that compound, and now he has indeed been seen. Smash got the knock on towards Mithrain, but we got to keep the ammo and what do you say? Take it into account because they are down at just 16, or he is at least, and he's Rip to come help now.
Yeah, that's rough stuff. See, I mean, Rip's just further northeast, taking some shots at 10,000 Days. Tagged him up once, I think. He's got to back off. Still can't get the res. I think Mithrain's stuck outside, right? So
yeah, I like this play from him on Steam. It's a smart play from Smash and not over aggress without his teammate there, because they know how fast. I mean, if he gets that knock, he will get the flush pretty much immediately, and that's gonna be that's gonna be both of them out of the equation.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's the knock. That's the knock we just talked about, and all of a sudden Smash, because 10,000 didn't take any damage. Now it's a fair 1v1, and Smash is on low HP or low ammo already. Nate though.
Just behind the wrong side. Some cardboard boxes blocking the grenade. That's it's not something you see every day. Smoke's going out, blocking the windows. Oh, some tanks coming in from Smash. 10 bullets left.
He's stuck in the door. Feels bad. 9 bullets for Smash. You gotta make this happen. It's not gonna be easy either. He's running back and wants to get Rip back on his feet. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Flush out the kill and back off to res your own teammate. So I mean, it's technically a 1-for-1, but he's actually gotten the res. So
he's
not too
running
bad.
from this one. I'm a little surprised to see that. I thought he was gonna go up here to get an ankle because he knew where he had knocked the teammate earlier. But seems like he is. He's shooting at them now. Nice play by 10,000 Days to not give completely up on that one. He knew he had a teammate knocked. The opponent just around the corner, and you can see 10,000. He's still making his way down in that direction, trying to hold them off here.
We spotted them. It seems like 3x mini. Can he put it to work?
I have no idea where he is.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's repositioned so well that they just have no clue. But when you got two players shooting at you, it's hard to even peek that.
He has to leave now, and this ain't gonna be an easy run because as you can see, no vehicles, no nothing. This is gonna be a long run out in the open. Fortunately, there isn't really any opponents nearby that could do damage to him. So he has a little space to work with, at least for now.
Exactly. You got the kill feed suddenly lighting up a bit. Got owned is knocked default with that one, so we'll see. Looks like he's got the res. Return fire comes from Tari. I think that's on his teammate Topaz on the hill. Mm-hmm. So they got to back off now and try and get some more cover because that high ground's gonna completely screw them.
See, Default is crossing over now. He's getting shot at from afar as well. This is a very scary run in to make it. Does manage to get the knock on towards Tari. One more player left to be dealt with. Though wants to secure the point. Makes perfect sense. They're very, very crucial. We've seen so many teams do plenty of damage but not be able to find the kills before, and that does make quite a difference in terms of the leaderboards.
Yeah, got owned. Trying to push up the western side of this bridge now. I think they know he crossed under. Default looks like he's coming over. He is, and this could be a surprise. There we go. It's the flush as well.
You flush, I flush.
Exactly.
That's how it is. Can't get upset if you flush that one too. I'm one of those. I'll flush them all the time, but I'll get super tilted if someone flushes me. Yeah, it's very double morale. It's always, why do you flush me? And then I guess I just flushed his teammate, didn't I?
Double-edged sword, isn't it? Yeah.
It's always fun. It's always fun.
Karma, Toby. Karma.
Yeah. Circle's coming to a close, though, and of course, I mean, we don't expect the circle to go north of the river, but then again, I mean, we have been surprised before. But Modelo now on the little fire to Chinjay and Caracas. Up on the northern side, Hamslam is trying to get it to a bit of ankle, but that's far, far away, and I don't think Modelo is gonna find himself safe here at all, because Hamslam is literally running the other way.
Yeah, that's a nade on him as well. So insta-flushed, Modelo out, Chinjay with that one. Nice little angle by Mr. Caracas, though, to find that one. You know, he had the cover from Chinjay, so he couldn't move. So it was just the angle. Had to waste time, essentially.
Slam is making the run forward up into the fields. Of course, they're still on the southern side of the circle, so might as well see if you can make your way around and get into a better position. Here we have 10,000 days. He found a burning buggy with just 2 wheels, and now he's running forward. He seems to be under fire no matter where he goes.
Yeah,
quite literally.
I think he found that buggy and he was driving and then got to that shack.
Oh, that's an interesting shift for duos. We just went from all the compounds in the world to, well, none. I mean, there are some, don't get me wrong, but we have, for these teams who want to try and make their way west, we have Quarry, that's a huge roadblock. We have Swamp, that's a massive roadblock. And then it's Fields, and do you want to drive through Fields and duos? I mean, that's got to be scary, right? So all these teams that are now on the eastern side, some of them without having vehicles, by the way, 10,000 days, this is going to be a tough shift for a lot of teams.
Yeah, exactly. I think we'll see a lot of teams actually crash in the Swamp as well. I mean, you can see Sparking and Silas doing that right now. Kleineman coming in as well. We'll see what he does. But I think we'll see a lot of teams crashing the Swamp just because, obviously, this is second shift. Fourth shift obviously shifts away from water. So wherever this third shift goes will determine where the next, I guess, three circles go, I want to say, pretty much.
This is not going to be easy at all. ESB there in a decent position for now. I talked about them just before. Norwich, that's his team name. Norwich and Spike. 2 guys that have proven to be quite a team to deal with. And then we have Lars and Apocalypse here. They haven't had the best duo tournament so far, and I think they're sitting in the bottom 5 overall, actually. But they did have an insanely good couple of days with their 2 other teammates in Istanbul Wildcats this week. So we'll see if that squad success can maybe throw off some points for them here in the duos too.
Yeah, maybe it's I don't know. Maybe they've improved their synergy or something like that that's helped with their squads, and we just haven't seen it yet in the duos. So
they were just giving the other teams a chance to get ahead a little, and now they're coming for them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. That's probably isn't it?
Prachi, he well, hate to see it, but he kind of ran himself over. Tropaz goes down. That's 50 Saint finding him. His teammate was down before as well, so that's them out of the play. And wow, MyFark not only getting him down, but he saw the whole little jiggle, every single bullet. QE, dodge and weave while shooting back at your opponents. That is a very, very hard thing to do, and especially landing all those shots back to back.
Oh, yeah, I think that was a slight overextension from NadeUp just to commit to that peak there. I feel like he could have used his cover a bit better, but nonetheless.
Do you have Mopsy below? He's kind of somehow they've aggressed up in front of him, and you can see Mopsy spotting out one now. Fark gets it down. Should be able to get the flush in there as well. Does do so. NadeUp still available for resing, but as you can see, he does find himself quite far in the open.
That smoke's not quite worked, I don't think. But I mean, it could be a bait smoke though. To be fair. Oh, that's not a bait though. Mopsy's gone prone.
Wait, what?
Excuse me.
What?
The prone. There's no way. That never works, the prone, but it did this time.
What's that nade? I think Mopsy is as confused as we were.
Yeah. He just threw a nade.
How did that work? Sinsen, he goes down as a taxi out of the game. Magebane finding him while Ewan was essentially the bait. I mean, he was just driving up there, and that's a good little risky play. But if you have faith in your teammates to land the shots needed, that's of course possible. But that one from Mopsy. It was so much more fun back when you could insta-prone. Like when that was the thing in the early access where it wasn't the whole animation. It was just like, you're just lying down all of a sudden. That was the funniest thing when you get shot at. You just 180 and prone. You could catch a lot of people off guard that way. But Flowey and his teammate making their way down here too. There's a lot of people fighting for the antenna. There's only going to be room for so many because this next circle just shifted away once more.
There we go, yeah. As I said, the swamp is pretty much, I mean, it's going to be the next circle for sure. It has to shift away from water.
Or Hamslam.
So, say what?
Hamslam down, like it would center around him, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, it could probably go more south than directly east.
We'll see.
Yeah, a southeast shift, but swamp will be in
for sure.
So
for sure.
we'll see how that works out. We'll see how teams react to it, because I mean they should realize too.
They don't have too much time to react either. That's kind of the trigger. Oh my lord! Oink.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
that's a Lhasa from Lhasa. Yeah. Put a little accent on it, then that would make sense to most people. Spike and Noik. I mean, I'm actually surprised to see how many people are still rotating vehicles for center. I mean, the center is a field. What's west of it is water, which we know will be shifted out of. And then we have the swamp. That's essentially everything you have to play around here. Because you don't want to be that team caught on the top of the hill in duos. There's simply too many different eyes looking at you, right? Oh no? I don't know. Oh, the timing window store there.
Yeah. I think you knew. I think you just knew that they were going to get naded for sure.
Yeah.
So they've just got to close the door to make sure there's no, I guess, access for that nade. But Progi, the guy who knocked himself has been res, but his teammate's been...
He went down before he did get the knock on towards Ewang, but Magebane once again, the traded damage is there, and it ends up working out for Rewap, who also hasn't had the best tournament. In the beginning, they managed to find themselves in first place despite not having any wins, just based on kills. And then I feel like on Miramar last week, it wasn't really their week. And now we'll see what they can pull off here.
Yep. Spike and Noik pulling up to that compound. That's an interesting play. Just pulling up to the compound. I mean, there's only one player in it. There could be two.
Yeah.
But
could be four, for all we know.
yeah. I mean, they could just be sharing each their own building.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah, that's an interesting play. I mean, it's worked out because they get to share it, and they should get the next circle as well.
Yeah, there's a big chance they'll be in Beamy and Rip. I think. Oh, Rip is subbing for Molman.
Could be.
Or
yeah.
what? I guess so.
I think. I mean, he must be a sub on the roster. So yeah, sure.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. That's always good. That's why you don't play with both your lineups in the tournament. So then you can have the subs in there. Rip is indeed. I mean, it used to be Beamy and Molman. Now it's Beamy and Rip. I don't know if that's going to change over the course of the evening or with.
I don't think it can. I'm not sure actually. I'm not going to assume, but
oh no, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. They're gonna push further forward. They know Nailub and Mopsy on the flip side of this one. They also have Rikes down south. It's a sneaky snoke that could potentially do damage. Judge just managed to find one. Nailub is there. It's down here as well. Have more people to deal with though. Mopsy not able to find him, and he's gonna go down. Rikes. Is Rikes still there? Just prone behind them?
He's just sat there, prone in the bush. He's still in the blue. He's coming in behind.
You have to shoot now, Rikes. You have to shoot.
I don't think he can see them.
What do you mean? Oh, they're on the plateau. Yeah, I guess so.
Exactly. Yeah,
but do they see Rikes though?
I mean,
he's pushing that direction. I mean, he's obviously aware. Oh, he's prone again. Lugarok's found. Rip manages to get himself the second kill of the game. Good substitute. Good substitute.
Yeah.
Obviously better than Molman.
Yeah. Molman, you're out. See you later.
Lost the spot. Oh my lord, landing shots when he has to. Rip is dealing damage. Holy moly, Rip is not making this easy for the GG guys trying to make their way in. Smash Receipt go down as well. That was the dominant team on Miramar last week. Unfortunately, not able to come off to a good start today.
That was insane. Just I'm speechless. That was some really nice shots there. He just pulled up and just shot after shot after shot hit. I mean, he didn't knock him, but it was on like 10 HP, and then he knocked the other guy. So it's like, wow, insane.
Level 3 gear. SLR and M4 had the opponents. He knows exactly where they are. God-owned is pushing up as well, so that could potentially be the, what do you call it, the distraction that he needs to move even further. But he is also one with nature.
He's the bushman.
You're the British
He's
accent.
got level 3. No, he's not level 3.
You have the British accent. You're the one that can do the whole Animal Planet the documentary voiceover.
Now we have God-owned. He uses the bush.
Tales of the Bushwalkers.
I'm going to stop.
When do they hibernate on Vikendi?
Always.
I'm going to stop myself out there. 10,000 days, though. He's not going to stop at all. Godhand and Jakramat, they're going to go down, and that's the first 2 kills for the guys. And, of course, in a game where you lose your teammate as the first player of the game, then I think, honestly, anything you can get is good. If you're when losing a teammate in squads, so when you go down to 1, we normally say 1 or 2 points that you can get after that is technically, well earned. Here, if you can get 1 point, honestly, if you can get 1 point and you're still outside of placements as a solo, I wouldn't expect more.
Yeah.
Winning 1v2s on the regular, that's just not to be expected at all.
No, you shouldn't have to, really. Meanwhile, 50 Cent. 50 Cent? 50 Cent? Oh, it's close. I think that's what he was going for, wasn't it?
You know?
Yeah, but going for the 1v2 actually
Good angle.
does get it. There we go.
That was another prone attempt from Ziggy Beast.
Yeah.
He was trying to get down on the ground.
Nice try. Gets a bite for his troubles as well. So solid stuff. Can make the rotation in.
Not sure exactly where he would take it, but
Send
of course,
it.
if he does, he send it. Just go
Swamp.
to the field, prone. See what happens, man. What's the worst that could happen? You die.
I mean,
small games play after.
There was a little shot just north of Chinja that he could maybe make it into. It looks like he's getting pummeled by Horseman and Flowey.
They're not allowing him to leave that swarm for free, that's for sure. The only place I could see him play, he did. He did.
He played the blue.
he played the blue, and I
Yeah.
think Laren is a little. Wait, was that guy?
It's like
It was phase 4 closing though, so of course it's gonna do some damage, and he'd been tagged twice. Maybe that one was a headshot, and that's an arm.
Ooh.
Laza, Apocalypse, one of you guys. We saw Laza with the Car 98 just before, so he got out clearly. He's a man of the bold action, but also now we saw him with a mini, just on the logo there. And yeah, inside the circle. Well, whether you take the AWM or not, there's at least level 3 gear for you, but I would smack you if you don't take that Green Beast.
Big shots from Owner. Only tagging up once onto how'd you say that? Tron. I'm gonna call him Tron. Zeron. Okay, I don't know why I said Tron. But yeah,
you can say Tron. I mean, you can call people whatever you want.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes they get offended. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But got owned as well. Come on, behind.
They're sneaky.
I feel like. Oh no, he knows. He does know.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought Rex knew that got owned was behind him. It's the other way around.
Oh, we didn't go to loot him. That's level 3 gear not gained, but of course there was a good reason to it, because Honor and Judge, those are the two guys that got owned has kind of been walking behind for the most time. And now with his position exposed, they should be having a somewhat doable 2v1 in this situation. One spotted, and that is indeed going to be MF4 or M4's down as well.
Big spray
Just
coming out with
just
the
an
AK.
8 to confirm it.
Yeah,
you know?
just
the BM nade.
Bit of BM, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasting utility, it's fine. What did I say about Swamp in the second circle, by the way?
It might be in, and it might be played.
Yeah.
In all fairness, there's only 3 teams there, so don't. What do you call it? Flatter yourself.
Well, I mean, if I was in this, then I'd be in Swamp and I'd be laughing.
Yeah.
Easy clap.
Would you even still be alive?
No, I wouldn't. I probably would die of rotation, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, the idea was
together.
correct.
That's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. See Flowey, eyes on Horseman and his teammate. Laren, the teammate, found the first one. Great positioning on Horseman and Bankai, and they get them both down. Them as well. Horseman and Bankai, they were racking up points on Miramar last week.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's impressive to see Flowey and Larone take them out, though.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if they can come back these next few games. Meanwhile, Battle Strong and Jargi coming over. We'll see.
It's confusing when they don't have the same initials
Yeah,
in the name.
but it starts with the G. They're both with some like, what is it?
At least they have the same logo. That does help a little bit. And
True.
colors.
True. But yeah, they're coming up to see what's up.
And they will real soon, I'm sure. Caracas saw one of the guys from Z on the other side. That nade, I'm afraid, will not even almost go far enough. But at least now he knows, so don't throw the second.
Yeah. Or does he? I mean, you know,
He did throw the second.
There we go.
just in case he had randomly underhand through the first one. Or maybe he did some like steroids between the first and the second throw and expected the second one to go further.
Maybe we just thought they were closer. You know?
No, that's also an option. 10,000 is going to go out. He got within placement points and got himself 3 kills too, I believe. So everything considered,
wow.
Decent game for him. This circle goes north, half field, half shacks, or half swamp. I mean, and that's not going to be easy. Ivers also probably wish he had hit that one. Rip was the bait. Beamy was the collector. We're now down to 9 teams.
Not that he knew, though. He didn't know he was the bait, but
that's the best bait.
Now he does. Yeah,
that's the best bait.
The best bait is
know.
the unknown bait.
It's the most believable bait.
Exactly.
If they know they're the bait, then they won't play like they normally would. You know.
True. But yeah, Rip does not go Rip. He's still alive.
Yeah.
Still alive and shooting. So we'll see him get some more kills, I imagine.
A little steal from Lassa there in the swamp area as well. Shinji now all by himself. Honor and Judge, they're making their way down. And as you can see, Lassa kind of has eyes in that direction. They did steal a kill over there just before. So obviously wanting to engage on it, but at the same time don't want to have people come crashing in from behind.
Yeah, and it looks like Honor and Judge haven't got the crate. I'm surprised.
I don't think this will come down, to be honest.
I'm upset.
Yeah, I'm
honestly.
But I just don't think this would come down. I don't even know where it is. Can you see? Oh, it's up there.
It's right behind them. They would have run past it for sure. So
yeah, you say that, but it's on the plateau above. I don't think they could actually see it from where they are.
maybe.
You can see it's a little uphill push. There's a little micro dip to it. Oh, Judge is staring
dude,
at it.
He's like, I want this. Give me. Yeah, I mean, it's not looted, so.
In all fairness, teams are starting to get too close for the arm to really be as effective as any
That's true.
better close range weapon. But of course, it's always good to have the little free gear, no matter what.
Exactly. So nade's coming out. Chinjays is in
Oh,
trouble.
my lord, good night.
That's yeah. See you later.
Laza's 4th kill of the game. Rip goes down too. Should still have beat me up and alive now. Florian Lara, and they're still inside the circle. But I mean, they're starting to get rather contested from where they are.
Yeah, so many smokes out from Misuba. Flower gets tagged up by Spike's nade, it seems.
Yeah.
Larone's gonna try and cover as his teammate heals.
Down to low HP, and you can see Battlestrong and Darky on the western side, northwestern side. They have all ears on the direction, but they can't really see anything because there's 9 billion smokes here.
Yeah, it's just too.
It's their own smokes too. That's the funny thing. I mean, it's essentially, well, if we can't see you, then you can't see us type thing, where it doesn't really help anyone in this situation.
But it's also a bait for nades as well. But it seems like Floey and Larone just don't seem to want to throw nades in the smoke. Maybe they're thinking they're too smart.
Maybe they don't have nades.
Well, I mean, he's got Molly.
Now he did. But
now he's thrown it.
Yeah, now it's gone. That was the utility they had available. Kleineman, Saron trying to get an angle. Ooh, a knock for each. Lauren with the pan. That's of course not the hotkey you wanted to press at that given time, especially not when your opponent was peeking over the top. They get the circle again.
Wow.
Doesn't mean that they'll get to sit here for free this time around, though. It seems like Lauren is expecting the opponents to go for the rest, and therefore he will do the same. And it kind of makes sense. It's a somewhat easy play for him to call because they can push over the street anyway.
Yeah,
like, there's so many
exactly.
people around.
Surely Battlestrong sees that.
Oh, he saw it. Like, no.
And his team actually just took some shots
shoot,
as well.
Though? Like, no, they're for sure within nade distance, like a jump throw, and they're just not focusing that direction at all. You see, they even throw Molotovs.
He's throwing a Molotov, but he's got 1 nade. That's
his teammate has 4 though.
This is what I'm saying. You know, not using utility, and that is not going to get there anywhere.
Jump throw.
Jump throw. Anywhere.
A jump throw without cooking it. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Even throw out a smoke in front so you can get a bit closer. That's what I see a lot of teams do as well. They throw out smokes that like he's doing now, I think, to get a bit closer to throw the nade.
Way too late. They've been spotted by Flowey. Flowey's missing some crucial shots, though, unfortunately. They do have smokes to potentially make a play up towards him. But as you can see, he's actually outside the circle now, Flowey. He needs to fall back down on the other side of the road in just a short moment.
I think he's just holding the off angle, just holding the edge so that they can't push around, or he can just hold different angles. But not hitting the shots. Does hit 1 in the end there. Expects him to cross over into the smoke. Actually, Beamer gets the knock onto Battlestrong from the south. There we go. So Spike got that one. Yeah, Spike got Jaggy, and then Battlestrong's out from Beamy.
A lot more you can do there, Flowey. Forced to cross the road, couldn't back down to where it was before. Now he's under fire from multiple teams. He's going to try and make his way back, but that's going to be under fire from multiple different teams. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible. I think he has to opt to stay on this side, but he does have 4 smokes, so it should be
surely he saw him. Yeah, he's seen him. Oh, okay. Noek saw him first, I guess. Unfortunate Fly goes down. So Spike and Noek still 2 up.
It was only a knock, though, yeah, exactly. So they know to expect there to be 1 more guy still on the other side.
Exactly, yeah.
That's like funny because now we have the northern fight and the southern fights. It's just been completely split off for a while now. Beamy's still alive down south alongside Kleineman and I believe Apocalypse. Yep, Apocalypse. Lasso went down just before, but they're racking up kills. Still out of the game, but it's still the Wildcats. They have got somewhere around 7 kills already, and they were sitting in the bottom. We talked about bottom 5 coming into this game overall. And off of a good week of BL promos, seems to me like they're bringing in some new hot momentum.
Yeah, they've stepped it up for sure. It seems like it in terms of the mechanical ability. Taking loads of shots at Spike here, nothing connecting just yet. Just I guess it might be to blow up the vehicle. Actually, that might be it. So now Apocalypse taking some shots of his own. Actually gets the knock onto Noek.
They're so far in the open. I mean, if Kleineman and Saron wanted to, they could obliterate them within seconds. But as I say, they're within prone here. It's not the easiest position, not the easiest players to see once they're down in the field.
Exactly. I'm so surprised that Kleineman and Zeron aren't taking the ridge from the.
They can get the dot though. I mean,
that's
wouldn't
true.
that be more valuable in this?
But at the same time, surely you want to get the ridge to just pick up all the kills
Well,
in the field.
they
Like,
are
if
playing
you do
the
that,
ridge.
you'll
There's
win
just
anyway.
like the sub-ridge, because as you can see, there's one ridge where they are, and there's
true,
the extra ridge, and that's a big open field they have to run through in order to get up there. And I actually got a little confused in the terrain there as well for a
Yeah,
second.
same. Okay, yeah. So I mean that makes more sense then. I didn't quite understand
They're playing
the
the
terrain
swamp,
just
and they
then.
know that they will have to come into them. So no reason to fight for potential
True.
third place kill if you can fight for first place win.
Exactly. Apocalypse Lazar just proning, snaking their way in. It's fair enough. I mean, they did move out from the swamp as well, didn't they? So they could have had the swamp bridge. To be fair,
I'm
but
curious because Laren should technically roll. Laren should technically be able to cross. Kleineman is looking in that direction, but I mean, Apocalypse and Lazar can't see him if he goes far enough down. And Zeron and Kleineman, I would assume that their main focus should be, because they know that Lazar and Apocalypse are up in that area. Their focus should be on them. As you can see, the dot is pretty much going to be right by that sewage entrance thingy that we got down there. Or is it just rock formation? No, it is a sewer.
Yeah, it's like a sewage pipe and rocks around it. So
that's where the game is going to end.
That's not bad cover, to be fair. If they can take that, I mean, it looks like they're going to go for a 2-2 split, sort of north and south of the eastern side. So different angles, but they have to stay alive.
No utility for Lazar. I'm not sure if Apocalypse has anything to work with. 4 kills apiece. Good game for them, whether they make it through the chicken dinner or not. Spike gets one, gets himself the double sneaky position. Using the terrain to his advantage. Does he spot Laren too? Nope, not gonna happen, but great game nonetheless for the opponents. Laren does get spotted. Kleineman finds him second kill of the game for him and his team, and they should know now, based off of gun sounds, that the last player is still coming down from the field.
Exactly. Spike on his own, 1v2. Zeron just got that last kill, it seems. So 4 kills on East.
He should be very, very visible. Now.
Zeron should probably see him in a top minute.
That's some knock you wanted to have. He's gonna go down because of this, I would assume, but no, Spike! How does he stay alive? 13 bullets!
And he gets the rock as
well. He
well.
has an Uzi to spare. They have had nothing this entire game. He has an Uzi and 13 bullet M4. If he wins this, that will be the play of the day for him, I would strongly assume. Exactly. Oh my lord, he's right next door. That Molotov right over the face.
Just over him.
Swap to the Uzi. Yes, thank you. Oh! He wins it!
Wow.
Wow!
The Uzi kill to end it. I love it.
That's absurd in so many ways. Gets the 1v2 against the team above, who's arguably been harvesting this game, and somehow manages to pull off the win there as well. We talked about them, Narvik, Spike, we talked about Beamy and Molman, but Rip was there anyway. We talked about Lazar and Apocalypse having had a good week. All 3 of them within the top 4, and they were looking scary. Like all of them. All of them had their moments.
I feel like Lazar and Apocalypse were looking the scariest this game, but just didn't quite work out. I feel like that push onto Spike there, I don't think you want to push a prone player. Like you have no idea where he is, and when you're 2 players, if it's a 4v1 in a squad, sure. Okay, because you can trade it. You know, he might get 2 knocks in trade. But in that situation, 2v1, I don't know.
There were. I think a lot of it also comes down to there were a lot of missed bullets. It was the first game. Gotta shake those jitters out. I mean, fair enough. But in that situation, when you blast off a full 40 bullets on a prone guy, arguably it was a bit of distance, 50 meters or so. It was a 3 ricks. Some maybe didn't have the attachments in night for the spray down. But when you have 40 bullets, that's a guy proning, staring at you. You gotta get that kill.
Yeah,
I mean that's just how it is. You gotta get those kills. We can try and be nice all we want, but 40 bullets on a spray down like that, you gotta get them.
You just gotta win those, basically.
Oh yeah, for sure. Kudos to Spike though. I mean, despite being in a really tough position for the most of the end game, they were under fire multiple times. Managed to prevail and win the game too. Very impressive.
Yeah, solid stuff from Spike. I mean, obviously, you know, a pretty OG player.
He's been in the game.
yeah, he's been around for a while, so he's got the experience to do those kind of things.
Got to be able to hold those hands. No shaking. It was
super steady. Rock
solid.
solid.
Smart in the end game, and indeed he was. We'll see where that puts them on the leaderboard after the break. So guys, stick around. We'll be back for more in just a few. Game 1 is in the books, and what better way to finish off that one than with a Uzi kill? It could have been a pistol.
Yeah.
Could have been a shotgun, but the Uzi was the one. And also, not just the Uzi, but the Uzi with the red dot
With
on.
a red dot.
Oh, making it viable all of a sudden for up those close fights. For those up close fights. English.
Yeah, that one.
It all made sense in the end. But but Spike and Noik winning the first game, and honestly, it was a two-man effort. You could say that there were times when other teams had a chance to take them out that they didn't. I mean, Battlestrong and his teammate Gargi throwing those nades better. Could have been they could have been pressured more. I think they were given more space than they probably should have been. But then again, they also spent like 15 nades or smokes, making sure no one could do anything to them.
Yeah, pretty much. They were quite close in terms of the shack, right? So I feel like they could have just extended a bit more, like as the fight was going on between Flowey and
they could have done
like
something
Spike
to
and the
third
guy.
party that, but
Yeah,
never happened. Maybe they've learned their lesson, and the next
Yeah.
game we'll see them just full on YOLO, run around and go crazy. And also Mythrain down really early. We saw, I think it was Smash and his teammate from Blaze. They went in and took them out. Mythrain, of course, a very big personality in the Turkish community. Also just in general in PUBG. I mean, he's been there for the longest time. Him and 10,000 Days, they've done all these different events together. And 10,000 Days managed to stay alive. Not only that, but also actually got a double and made it into placement points. So
True.
things you probably wouldn't have expected when you lose that player literally immediately. They go, well, you're on your own, pal. See you after the lobby break.
See, I'm gonna go for
I'm
some
gonna
dinner.
go take a break.
Good luck.
But did manage to make it work,
Yeah.
despite us being against them.
Yeah, exactly. I think he had a buggy that we saw blown up at the shack there, and then
He was on the fire a lot.
yeah, and then he went south, and I think he found a vehicle on the road there, and then just off on his merry adventures. Just
You know how long time it took?
Hmm?
You know how long it took?
I think was it 1,000 days?
You were there. But I like that you got it. That means that we are now also becoming wingmen. But it was more like 10,000.
I was yeah. There we go. Okay, that's fine.
Do we have some? Can we roll some weird stuff while he's? But nonetheless, I mean, it was a fun game, and I always love and hate those swamp type endings. I must say though, I like them more for duos. And solos is chaos.
Yeah.
Don't do it. But in duos, it's so much more entertaining, I feel, than it is on squads, because it's not easy to lock down a sector of that as a squad, but it kinda is. I mean, if you know there's one squad in the swamp area, you're not gonna go contest them unless if you absolutely have to. Whereas when it's a duo, there are multiple outplay scenarios.
I think it's also because you're in like a little bowl, right? And
Yeah.
you have teams crashing you in, and they'll come in. It's gonna be hard to shoot them as they come in, right?
Exactly. Let's see the leaderboards after the final game we just had before. We got the guys in first place. Obviously, that's going to be Spike and Noik. 16 points gathered by them. And then, even though they were down in third, Istanbul Wildcats managed to grab a total of 13. 8 kills. 4 apiece as well. It wasn't a one-man carry thing. It was very well shared between the two of them.
Yeah, solid stuff. Got Stella down there as well. 8 points to themselves.
Yeah. Rip managed to make up in the kills, and Beamer was there to guarantee them the placement point in the end. Make things look good.
Exactly.
But it's insane. We talk about how much a little can make a difference in these games. 9th place, or I guess you can say 10th place and down, is 3 points.
Yeah.
I mean, almost the entire right half of the teams in this match had less points combined than 8th place did. They had 4 points.
That's actually quite interesting. Yeah.
So
You're right.
Get kills. I mean, in all honesty, you can go get yourself 4 kills early, go out. You might not win the tournament, but that's still gonna keep you like up in the top. Just out of this like consistency. It's so hard to be consistent when it's so easy to get killed. And I feel like the teams that dare go aggressive in situations where they might not have that much to do other than doing that, they come out on top. Whereas the ones that continue to play super passive, they normally end up getting run over too.
Yeah, exactly. But plane path. I mean, it's a rough one, that's for sure. Anyone going Georgia Pole, even I mean, you know, you have to stretch for Pachinki, in fact, which is surprising.
One thing that's kind of interesting to see is the fact that Mythrain and 10,000 Days. I actually only see Mythrain right now. Maybe he's one of the players that because we only have 59 or 49 players on the.
We did have 50 odd last game, I think.
Yeah, but nonetheless. I mean, Smash and Rip went to a compound up by where Silas and Sparking are now. They went there last game. And then this game, they go, oh, no, we don't want to go there because 10,000 Days and Mythrain were there. But then they do the same, and now they're both on the military island. So nobody ended up going to that compound, northeast of where Chinche is. But that's why they went to military, because they knew the cycle was going to go there. That's a good call. Good call. Give it to him.
Solid stuff, you know. It's the experience coming through, you know. They know that it's the military. So.
Yeah, makes sense. Mythrain has the most lethal weapon in a 1v1 in the end of the game, in last game, because that was the only game that weapon that got a kill. And okay, so I'm thinking military. Bridge camping in duos? That's gonna be scary, right? That's gonna be dangerous. First engagement we see against that's Silas finding a kill. That's up in Pochenke finding Judge, and that's gonna leave Honor all by himself now. That's a little interesting. We haven't really. In last game they were pretty good at separating themselves from one another, but this time around the parachuting was to such a big extent that they kind of had to land on top of one another.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of split between them now.
Yeah,
he's got some work to him. Maybe he can single one out and then obviously break it down to 1v1.
And that's what you want to do essentially, right? Yeah. In this situation, as a team, you just have to be full on. I guess you can say committed to just play together. I mean, you have to trade kills, especially if you know that it's a 1v2. I mean, you can never lose those if you have a chance of making a play.
100%, I agree. But Jack Rafat, obviously coming over from Shark Fin there. You got his teammate Godhand PC crossing the bridge. So the first boat being used, and then his teammate crossing the bridge. It's a bit of a strange thing.
Beamy heard the vehicle pull up, I think. He knows there's a guy around. He wouldn't be crouching around this way if it wasn't because he had a hunch that there's indeed an opponent somewhere nearby. Oh, yep, Mythrain spotted Uzi and Kar98. Good at distance, good up close, but for this specific distance we're at right now, it might not be the best. Godhand randomly crashing the compound just to add a little more spice to the mix. Why not? Why not just throw a third player in there? Just for the hell of it?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
are they three solos?
Yeah, no, Jack Rafat's alive,
but he's far off.
Northeast, sorry.
And this guy has no clue what he's into. Like, he has no idea where he is in terms of opponents being around.
Ditchby though going out.
Yep.
Last place for Online Vision Gaming Red.
Surprisingly, I'm on the teams losing. I mean, not having players connect in this match, unfortunately. Well, we'll see. Simpson now, fourth member crossing. Godhand obviously expecting him to be alone. Is he gonna start shooting? No. Is he gonna start chasing? Oh, that's an iron side against the SLR. I wouldn't take the engagement. Now Beamy starts shooting from the side. It's gonna be Simpson though to find the no. Oh my lord, that's a good connection by Beamy. Unfortunately, it's the nerfed 5.5 guns. Won't be that much damage. And now Mythrain has all the info he needed. Well, I guess it wasn't Adoni anymore.
No, exactly. Mythrain with the red dot kind of shake. He's trying to find the angle.
That is not easy, especially when he's running in the shadows.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure Beamy knows that the Mythrain's here as well.
Oh yeah, he knows.
He's going to try and get into the building.
But Mythrain went from having no clue about nothing to realizing there were X amount of players around him. And I think that's forcing him to play, if not more passive, then at least a little more aware of his surroundings.
Exactly.
Swapping the Uzi for Vector. Could be a nifty change of weaponry. I hope he got some upticks too, because I think he's going to need those. If we want to take this fight, Apocalypse now crossing the bridge too. I mean, both Simpson and Club has made the crossing. And I think I actually kind of like this spot, because it's not bridge camping. It's they got away from bridge camp with low HP. Let's kill them here. Camping.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like a half third party in a sense.
Post bridge camp.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I would have said as well. Simpson though, there we go. I mean, he's pulled up. Can he hit the shots though?
Just about. Spun around, got a good chunk of damage in return. Took him down to 2 HP, and now Apocalypse from the Bridge Club. I was like, no, you don't! But indeed, he did. Simpson does go down. Lasse is still alive. And Clubber now has a chance to try and go make his teammate pay.
Yeah.
He's coming for it. The baits. The baits. The baits.
Oh, he knows that his teammate's knocked up the UAZ there. 100%. There we go. The flush comes in. Clubber's in a bit of a pickle. He's got. I mean, he had no cover there. He's only got a tree now, and this ridge as well. In fact, and the bowl. Jackravat's coming from the western side, so we'll have to see if they. Yeah, it's the solo war essentially.
He has no clue. 'Cause he just knocked and flushed the guy that was right there, and he's like, that's gonna be the only guy. And here comes Jackravat just thrown in the middle of it, and he's gonna take him out. And unfortunately for Clubber, he's not gonna be aware. And there is indeed one more snake in the already completely snake-filled grass on the southern side of Erangel. That we've seen already now some very, very interesting scenarios where teams, like players, manage to kind of sneak in between one another, and it just causes so much confusion.
Yeah, exactly. Just proning essentially, just having to prone and then you just rock up on one guy just sat there. It's so rough for your kind of your mental ability as well, in terms of like trying to like understand. I'm trying to get words out here, but like,
no, I get what you're saying.
Understand that just happened. You can't do anything about it. It just it's the game. It is what it is, right?
I think Beamy saw Jackravat is proning down.
Oh, does he?
The prone off comes off, and Beamy goes down. He saw him, then proned, and then because he got spotted from the distance, Jackravat proned, and then Beamy got back up on his feet. But it was the proner that that won the game.
The best proner wins.
Yeah, exactly. In this case it was. Jackravat proned down, stayed there, and that ended up giving him the win of the fight at least, and that's a good. I mean, we just saw before how you can get top 8 with just 2 kills. That's 2, or was it even 3 for Jackravat there? So that's a very decent start to the game for him.
Yeah, solid stuff. Maro swimming across, same as HBO.
Yeah,
hiding.
Is
that
and
the hiding in bathrooms?
Hiding in bathrooms. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh, Mithrain does get found by Nailup. Just one of those new teams that comes into this area. Mithrain once again finding himself in a match where there's literally shots being tossed, bullets tossed at him from start to finish, and unfortunately wasn't able to sneak his way out of this one. It's going to be a 0-point game for him, and unfortunately I don't think 10,000 Days connected to this one. He was out from the start, so that was an insta-kill and insta-death for him.
That was some nice shots from Nailup just on the up on top there.
Cesareus, you're going to survive this.
I mean, I don't think they will. Unless
very far still.
You have to miss a lot of shots. After headshot, I mean, he's pretty much dead.
There is very far to swim. We talked about the nails, the whale syndrome. Go up to the surface, get harpooned, stay underneath water, drown. I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's a tough life for Rikes. He's gonna. I mean, he hasn't got much to do. He's just got to swim. Essentially, if he catches a headshot, then that's pretty much all she wrote. There we go. The headshot comes in, and there we go.
Not a whole lot more to it. They are going to go down. They opted to take the naval route on foot, I guess you can say, and it didn't pay off at all. Circle shifts south. Now, we do have military base still in, so hopefully it's going to shift back to some sort in that direction. Oh, my lord, that's a nade right in the money.
That nade. Oh, wait, that didn't do any damage to Smash there. I mean, I guess the vehicle blocked it off.
The vehicle blocked it off, and then he would have been killed by the explosion from the car, but that wasn't enough either. Smash. Yeah. Almost in safety. Silas does manage to find him through the leaves. Fortunately for him, Club has found as well by Lukaruk, so plenty of teams eliminated here early on in the game as they all try to make their way safely over to the military side of things. Rip has... I think Rip has ripped his connection.
Full rip.
I hope it's him and not us.
I think...
Everyone else is moving around, so... That one got a kill. Let's just continue and see it. Yeah, we'll just act like nothing happened there. Yep. He got himself a knock on towards Gargi, and important one added too, because as you can see, Flowey and Lauren, they aren't really on the correct side of the water yet.
No, I mean, the Blues shrink it in as well.
It's only circle 2, though.
Yeah.
So they should have enough Like they can rest in the blue and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are no boats left.
True. So I mean the bridge is free, so it's not too bad. If they have vehicles, which they do, they should be able to cross the bridge pretty okay.
Yeah, you think so?
Just got to choose which side to go down. You know, south or north side.
Oh, no, nothing to say here. No, just keep on going, keep on going. This is like the life you live when you have a 2-wheel buggy, and you're trying to make it through that field, and you're like, nope, guys, nope, just keep going straight, keep going straight. Stir the ship, avoid all those mines out there. Here, the Flowey does. So Flowey commits to res on Larwan. Oh wait, no, it was Flowey who was knocked to begin with.
So he's been resed and then knocked again.
In all fairness, that does make sense though, and we talked about it last time. How by doing this, even though you go, why bother spending the time? You deny the point.
Yeah, it's either that or he just kind of messed up with the bandage. Like, you know, we have the bandage and then first aid after.
Yeah.
Maybe he just thought he could stick it, but we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, did not pay out. But he's going to deny the kill anyway.
Oh.
So Flowey does get killed off in the end. I thought Flowey had a vehicle when he came over to get the rest towards Laren, or the other way around to begin with.
Yeah.
But you can see now he's driving. But why wouldn't they opt to just leave in the first place instead of sticking around here for so much longer?
I can't say, honestly.
Oh, neither of us can. That's always interesting. Circle, though, is going to shift, and I kind of hope it goes straight south. Just one compound left in the game.
You're evil.
37 people alive. I'm normally the one trying to talk on behalf of the players, but give me just one of them. Just give me one game where it doesn't go the players' way. I mean, that happens quite often, to be fair.
To be fair.
But just give me one that I want to be like that. Hard shift south.
And
straight center is on top of Tara, or Terry, and got owned.
I'm waiting for it.
No, it's like the drum roll. Oh, where are we going? This is so exciting.
We don't know yet.
This is like the biggest pain in the universe. It's the biggest pain in the world. Oh, it popped. The circle popped. Wait, Lauren died. This is entertainment.
I don't know what's happening.
I do not know either. Honestly, I hope, even though, of course, from a viewing perspective, it's unfortunate, but I hope the players are at least not
I don't know.
Experiencing what we're
experiencing.
If either it's a server that's not in the best shape or it's connection-wise here. We'll have to. When we're just gonna keep going. God owned is gonna keep going as well. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Into the blue. God owned. Should we tell him there are no crates down there?
He's going. Look at that
speed.
Should
we tell him there's
speed? He's going really fast.
Now ignited himself now.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. I mean, yeah. It's it is what it is. But you can see obviously default the Who team trying to rotate in. They're having a bit of issue as well. Tari, I mean, got owned is still in the water as well. Spike's just got to counter Jack with that too. That's in the military base, so should be able to get the res up onto Nawik.
It might actually have been a mistake then. We were just thinking that, okay, they're nading themselves. That's one of those calls to make a remake or whatever. But it seems like Nawik actually was in a fight, but he unfortunately naded himself. And Karagas, oh my lord, this bush is granting them all the cover they could possibly need, but Chinche does manage to find one.
Spike gets into the window, but the flash comes out to Nawik. That nade, though, not cooked enough. Not cooked enough. That would have been perfect, but doesn't get the knock, but does damage. That's for definite.
This is the best, the most interesting way of casting PUBG I've been through in a long time. Karagas does get found. Spike still alive. He won the game previously. Now he has to see if he can do it all on his lonesome once again.
Yeah, it's a nice knock on to Mr. Karagas there. Chinze's going for the res instantly. Just outside the door. Bro. They would hear a Spike though for sure. I think they must hear him. The Molotov.
Bounce that Molotov.
But you can't bounce the Molotov off the I mean, nice try, but
hear him run up.
Oh, this could be big. This could be big. Karakas just around the corner here.
Timing. Spots him on the side.
He knows.
Gets the flush in. That was a good play.
Yeah.
That was a really good play. Kick back inside. Reposition. Play it smart. He's hungry.
Yeah.
He's chasing.
He knows he's on the roof here. Chinje throwing out a nade.
Don't do nades.
No.
He knows now.
Oh, but he goes for the hip fire.
Yeah, I was going to say it worked the first time when you're literally on top of him. There's enough distance that, I mean, yes, you could have done that, but there's enough distance, enough cover for him that that was not going to work. And Shinji managed to stay alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, circle. Where are we going? Oh,
Where we going?
oh,
Have to wait. Suspense.
Oh.
Ah.
Hey, we're going hard north.
Yeah. So I mean, it makes sense because this is full shift, right? So circle does go north.
Godowned is still running.
Godowned is also going north.
He's like, the beach was the wrong way. He's one of those players that like his S button doesn't work and he accidentally presses W in the beginning of the game. So Terry just has to keep sending him in all these different directions. Oh,
It's rough
my
stuff.
lord, it is rough. Feels bad, Godowned. You're teleporting your way around the map. At least he's providing a lot of info, I think.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one here. Yeah. Wait, there are 6 people here. Wait, there's no one here. What is going on? Where am I? The only people that are kind of chilling, I think, is under 18. It's Hamslam and his teammate, and it's Smash and Rip. And Smash and Rip, I mean, they came across in a bit of a easy way. They landed here to begin with, and those circles have kept going in their direction. But I think guys, we've hit a point at which we've had enough fun with Network. Like there is some integrity to be upheld in the tournament, and I think we are going to need to have a remake.
I think so.
Yeah. That would make sense. So guys, we'll throw it to a short break. It was entertaining, but of course it does take the integrity out of the game. So let's take a short break. We'll be back and ready in just a couple of minutes. What an amazing military game we just had. The players said nope. The server said nope. We said nope. We didn't want to have military. We're going somewhere else.
Yeah, lots of nopes. Nope. Just no.
I think Godowned said nope the most. He just, I mean, Terry obviously never told him where to go. I mean, first he tried swimming for days, and then for 10,000 days he went swimming. He was looking for India, but never found it. Then he came back on land and just started sprinting through the field like Forrest Gump. And in all fairness, he never died. So maybe that's just the strategy. Just hold down W, do this, and then open your eyes at some point and go, oh, we're here. Oh, wait, we're in the circle too. That's perfect, right?
Oh, we won the game. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I won. He died to blue. Perfect. Let's try again, shall we, guys? Let's try again. Not a very diagonal plane this time around. The first plane was like very diagonal towards military on one side, second one was on the other, and now, well, it's a little more straight north to south.
Yeah, it's pretty solid plane path, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
pretty nice. It still can be military. We can still get one. So
if that's the thing we're going for these days, that if a plane ends over military, then it becomes a military plane. Then yeah, for sure we can get ourselves a military game. That's HayZ Conspiracies, of course.
Nice. That's not okay. Whatever. That's it.
Now it is HayZ. We just made it HayZ Conspiracies. That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. The HayZ Conspiracies stand strong. Rip seems to have made his presence to the game. 10,000 days on the server too. And we did have quite a few players not connect the last game too, and that made me wonder. Maybe it was just a faulty server overall if they didn't even connect to it. Like we had alarm bells going off as soon as the game started practically. So hopefully this time around things will work out better. Now, Mithrain and 10,000 days, they haven't really been able to land anywhere yet where they haven't been contested. And, well, it seems like Mithrain is turning back around, but 10,000 days is landing alongside Narvik.
It looks like they're trying to go for their same sort of spot that they had on the first game.
Not military.
But, Rip, what you doing?
Oh,
Rip
so
is
Rip. So that's why he didn't want to connect to the last game. Because that would be embarrassing when he gets killed in the parachute.
Yeah. Must be that.
I think he just hit a tree. And what normally happens, what used to happen, is that you just slide down to your parachute along the side of the tree. But what happened after, well, that's an interesting position. What happened whenever they reworked the parachuting mechanic is that whatever you touch, and you see it more on Miramar, I feel like, than on Erangel, but whatever you touch, like as soon as you touch anything, your parachute just fades away.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what got him knocked. They tried to dodge and weave all those trees, but he hit the top of one of them, and then that made him fall to his knees.
Yeah, exactly. newer parachute mechanics. You gotta get used to it, I suppose, haven't you?
I like them. I think they're great.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Have you tried holding
I'm a
down,
fan.
like just holding down A and spinning in circles right over the ground? You can get.
I do that a lot.
That is a very
And
interesting
it's
thing
really
to do.
annoying.
No, it's really fun.
I'm trying to land on a certain spot. I'm like, I keep going around in circles. I just can't quite land. It's
You know those roller coasters where they go like in downhill spiral?
Yeah.
You start doing that all of a sudden.
it's the worst thing.
I think it's funny. But then again, I never win games anyway, so I have fun. I have fun doing different things than being good at the game. You know, this circle could be could be very similar. Of course, anything can happen, but it does kind of look like a repeat of game 1.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. It's very close to the center of game 1, yeah, for sure. Obviously, you and a Mage Bane looking pretty good again. They're pretty happy with that restart, I imagine. So, yeah, solid stuff.
Let's see, Horseman has bullets fired, and the guy on the other side has taken damage. So my bet is that Topaz has indeed been hit by the bullets from Horseman at some point within the last 3.5 minutes. But I'm kind of arguing here with myself and saying, should Horseman be spending this much time trying to hold off an angle that's this far away? He should maybe just continue looting. And then if he does want to keep this fight going at some point, he can do it. That's to say that, though, Topaz is miles out in the open, and he might as well just do that now.
Yeah, Topaz quite out in the open. Horseman, again, trying to get some shots. Bankai's coming in. Looks like he might be able to try and get an angle on the tree here. Horseman holds it. Bankai goes for an off angle. This could be good.
Default is miles away too, so there's not really any help coming in at all. Topaz running. Bankai does have the Car 98. You can hear the guns fired, but no damage done just yet. And he's gonna find solitude in a little building miles out in the blue. Now Default does have a vehicle though, so he should be able to come back and pick him up.
Yeah, exactly. Not too bad at all. But rotations coming into the circle. We'll see where people go. Looks like there's going to be quite a few players crossing the eastern Georgia Pole bridges. You've got Barstrong and Jargi doing that exactly.
Is it Jargi or Gargi?
I say Jargi
Oh,
because
that's
I'm
what
British.
you say George, right?
George, Jargi.
Yeah. In
Well,
Denmark we say Geo.
I think we say G because it's a GE. But then Jargi. I'm not sure.
Do you say Lady Gaga? Or do you say Lady Gaga?
No, we say Gaga. So yeah,
So
it
you
would
say
be Gargi.
Gargi.
Yeah, there we go.
Myth busted.
That is true.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
She's super fit because he goes jogging. I'm not going to stop myself out there.
Yikes.
I tried and I failed. 2 guys in the US. Well, normally it's not the biggest issue. Here it's your entire team. So if that vehicle is blown up, that is the entire team eliminated. And INF, they're under pressure. Ewang does manage to blow up the vehicle. And all of a sudden, fights escalate around the top compound once again as Apocalypse gets found by one of the hunt guys.
Yeah, Kleinerman coming in from the north side, but they might get third party from the south. I don't think do they even realize this? I'm not sure if Lazar realizes. Oh, some shots coming through the smoke from Zen as well. That's pretty rough. This is rough
That's
for
the team
Lazar.
that just pulled up. That is a really unfortunate timing. Gargi or Jargi, doesn't matter what you call him. What you do know, though, is that they're both dead, so not a whole lot more to it, unfortunately. Apocalypse does go down as well. Kleineman does manage to secure the knock that he had a little while back. And now Laz is by himself. Nailab down as well. Mupsy and Nailab off to a tough start today.
Oh, yeah, last place for them. That's not a great start to this game.
The
Grenade comes in. It doesn't do any damage. I'm not sure.
There was an angle thing.
Oh,
It wasn't much for it. Like, it wasn't the backside of the smoke, and that nade blew on our side of the
gotcha.
smoke. So, just the observers playing games with us. Topaz does go down. He's been under fire pretty much the entire game as well. Now he does get found by another team. That's Anna. And this teammate, that nade should be a 1-2. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Cooked a little too long. Unfortunately, Anna not quite able to get the flush in there. Froze all his utility. Because who needs utility late game anyway?
Yeah, why not just throw up the smokes? I mean, it works because he just got the 2 kills. So solid stuff.
Worth?
I'm not sure if that was exactly why he got the 2 kills, but
Oh, obviously it was.
you know,
200 IQ smokes being
Yeah.
thrown for the ultimate confusion, and it worked.
Exactly. Boom. Easy.
Even confused us a little bit. I mean,
Yeah, to be
clearly-
fair, yeah.
Clearly worked out. Now,
Not for
up
the
on the
reasons.
northern side, up by up by what we like to call the Cube compound, where we have Battlestrong sitting. He has found more people in the nearby area than what I think he would probably have wanted. Because yes, it's good to hold Cube. Yes, you can get a lot of kills, but in this type circle, most likely at some point you also have to make that crossing yourself. And I don't see why these guys wouldn't want to stick around and be the ones holding you off.
Yeah, why not? I think Reichs and Cesaria's had the best spot in terms of just because obviously they're the ones that first crossed, so they have the advantage in this situation. Though. So yeah, they don't have any vehicles. That's the only issue I feel. So maybe they get one.
Nope.
Nope. There's none there. No, there's not one there.
It's even looted, so there wouldn't be anyone in all the area whatsoever. You can see them scoping down the side, but like, come on, anything? I'll take a 3-seater at this point.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, there must be 3-seaters in this, right? Because we're not playing an event service.
Oh, we're playing esports mode. Esports mode.
Oh, that's how it is. That's how it is. It's the esport mode that doesn't provide you with 3-seaters. I don't know why they're out though. To be fair, I mean they're annoying, but
they're awful.
Still, I mean, I feel like now on the Rankle 2.0 they've been made better though.
I feel like they're worse.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like they're stable, like much more stable.
I mean, they're stable, but you cannot turn to save your life. You can't. You
don't need to turn if you know where you're driving.
Just full W.
Yeah, just W, man. That's what the bikes are for.
Fair enough.
Turning. What is this? Not racing? Said any NASCAR driver ever?
Turning. Like amateur hour.
Who does turning? let the bended roads turn for us, and we can just continue driving straight. Now let's see circle. Well, it's a little more forgiving this time around than the one was in the previous game. Sparkings, but the guys out into the field might be able to get some knock in there. Nope.
Just 2 damage on the vehicle, basically. That's it. Salah's going to pop up some shots as well.
Pretty much giving a free kill to whatever team they run past next, because that vehicle should have taken quite a bit of damage at this point.
Yeah, Ewan might actually get this as well. He obviously got a team out on the other vehicle that he shot at, so I mean this one doesn't work out too well.
They're literally going from team to team to team right now, and somehow they're both still alive and both practically with full HP. I think they were shot up by like 4 or 5 different teams. That is that's very surprising.
Bankai with some shots there, peeks out with the cannon shade again. But I mean, it looks like OverGR has a pretty solid spot in that little dip there. They're center circled directly, so. I mean, their strat worked for now.
It got them to where they wanted to go. Let's just put it at that.
Exactly.
Was it easy? No. But they did manage to make it there nonetheless. Laron and Flurry, they're coming in super duper late. They're up on the northern side, probably opting to go over the North George Bridge rather than trying to cross underneath now. Just out of, you know what, we're late anyway. I mean, might as well just play it safe.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point in going in too early if you're that late already. So, going to cross the bridge. It's pretty much free. There's only Battlestrong to really contest.
Yeah.
He's only one guy, and he's pretty far from the bridge anyway, so not
Could
to
you
worry.
imagine him getting the double? That would be unfortunate. Rib, I think, is by himself. There's still a bi-military, but he has smelled something. He has smelled opponents crossing the bridge, and I think Beam might have been gone down to Modelo and Hamstein just before. The revenge is commencing in 3, 2, 1. Shoot at the US. That's one knock. Spin around. Get the second. No, Jeff is able to keep on driving. And that's the. You could just tell with how fast he was tapping that mini. That was the revenge.
Yeah.
It wasn't just 100%. A regular flush. That was a you better feel every bullet.
Yeah.
Type flush because you killed my teammate. If it was them that did it.
I just found it funny that the unoccupied UAZ blocked the bullets from the from
him
onto Hamslam. It's just like
perfect play
from the grave, still helping his teammate.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Provide cover even when you're not alive anymore. Flowey and Laren, they came so late to the party that they were almost forgotten about, and now all of a sudden they're straight into the compound for sending this teammate, and Fargus already gone down.
That nade is, it looks like, pretty close. Yeah, it was in his room, actually. He missed out the bounce there. Somehow, my fart gets knocked. I'm not sure. Obviously, Flowey and Larone pulled up completely.
Yeah, Senga's taken out now as well. Smash was the ones who find the kill from the distance. They were sitting up by antenna.
Oh, I don't think they realized.
Imagine that bouncing back in through the small window. That would be a unintended 10 out of 10 nade.
Oh, so it like bounces off, goes outside,
bounces out, hits the back wall, goes back in his own building, and knocks him.
And he goes down the stairs thinking it's still upstairs.
That would be absolutely amazing.
We have to see that on the replay if that
I don't think. Yeah, you just said it yourself too. I don't think they realized that their opponent just died. This is a lot of utility, guys.
It's a lot wasted. Maybe they'll get some.
And they're
from
not inside the
body.
circle either. They need that utility. I mean, yeah, as she said, they could potentially loot something from the corpses, but.
I think they should be able to get some because they've been in that compound for a while. Then they pulled up none used really. I mean, maybe a nade or so, but apart from that.
But given the 3 nades and Molotovs they've thrown now, I don't think it's gonna give them back what they've been using. Sparking. He's we saw just before Silla's gone down, and we've talked highly of these two guys. Silla's, of course, a very talented youngster, and that, obviously, for those of you guys who don't know, that is part of the reason to their name. That, I think Sparking is as well under 18 still, right? Yeah.
I think they're both around 16 or so.
Young guns with a lot of potential for competitive PUBG, but with help from the age restrictions on playing the tournaments.
Yes, especially the okay, cancel that thought. Horseman with the big shots. Smash goes down. That's one of the big boys in this tournament so far. Rip on his own now. We'll see what he can do. Although actually, he get the res.
I mean, he does have the rock out there, and there's no way in hell they can throw Nate that far.
It looks
so
like
unless
if
they commit to it, he should be able to get the res up.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for it. So I mean, I think his Tarzan shots out for sure after this.
Oh, he got him in the vehicle too.
No
Horseman
way.
With the mini just lasering people. And that's going to be Blaze once again out of the equation. Battle strong. Oh no, you don't want to spin out your vehicle there, especially not having it on fire. And Siki is going to be the one from inside the gutter to find him there.
Rough stuff on
there's so
on
much
that
field
one.
in this
There's so much field. It's honestly right now it's just a land grab of teams just kind of throwing themselves into compounds or at compounds, just trying to get something and stay alive.
And we only have 34 people alive, and look at Rip. I mean, Rip, Mythrain, and 10,000 Days. Pretty much they have the entire bottom side of the circle. Because the entire field, like from where Horseman is down to the compound in the south, you can't really play it anything. Ooh, new shotty. Tondo, are you going to pick it? Oh,
that's boring.
Did he pick it up? I couldn't tell. Did he pick
No,
up
I don't
the
think he
shotgun?
did.
No.
Boring.
In all fairness, how many, like, it makes sense on Sanok, but how many places, looking at the map right here, does that shotgun come in handy? Unless if you're going full YOLO, pull up on a compound.
If you sent it to Gatka, then sure, but apart from that, there is literally no use for that thing whatsoever.
At least not in this circle. I mean, had it been a city ending and you get it just outside before you run into the city, maybe that could make sense, but for the most part on the Wrangler, I think you'd be better off having an AR.
Yeah, exactly. Terry taking a lot of shots from Marrow and Magisters at the radio tower. Has to get out of his vehicle, it seems. Got own coming in as well into Swamp.
I like Lockerox's position here. Do not let anyone get safe batting through, and that's exactly the angle you need to see. Need to spot these guys, but can't tunnel. As you now go circle, just hard shifted up to Gatka. Now that shotgun might be worth running back for.
That's the funny thing, right? Yeah, you don't really realize it, but now it's gone.
You never know when you should have picked up weapons or when you shouldn't have. We'll see. We'll see if I would be very surprised to see them run back in circle 4 to try and get a crate at this point. But who knows? Who knows? We've seen crazier things before.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like Rip's going in. We'll see what he does. Does he go Rip?
On a bike?
He's on a bike, so he's got a solid rotation already. Looks like he's going to send it straight to Gatka. Here we go. Has he got a shotgun? This could be good.
He made it.
Maybe not.
Can't take that away from him. He did manage to get inside the compound and giving Ewan and Magebane their first 2 kills. Or first 1 kill, I guess you can say.
Yeah. I mean, you give what you get what you can get, I suppose,
That
right?
is true. I mean, okay, so looking at this circle right now, we have yellows still open and available, and that's really about it. There's so little to play around in this circle. You cannot play this field as long as the hills are still in. Hamslam is completely cornered. Not in a good position at all. He's tanking blue, and he has 2 opponents just holding him off. Caracas does take damage, but he's going to go down to blue now. Yep. Does that mean Chinjay can get the rest, though? He's looking above. Did they not realize
he realizes that he's gone down to the blue.
They should have. You must know.
He doesn't know. He has no idea. Where's the communication, boys? Come on.
You can look at the kill feed, guys. That's a rest. No, it's too late. It's too late, Chinjay.
No, it's
Now you can do the whole deny kills thing.
You probably could, yeah, sure. But
that's
then,
what you can do, but he's just gonna take the vehicle.
Then he's risking himself as well.
That's a misplay. He had the
Yeah,
time. He had the time
sure.
to get the rest to begin with, but didn't realize that as soon as Caracas got knocked by Hamslam's name also appeared in the kill feed as a player gone down. Unfortunately, now MythRain in 10,000 days. I don't know. I think Jinji might have seen them pulling up in the rock there because he's wide wrapping on the left side. Did not want to be part of that fight whatsoever, but slowly and steadily, everyone's making their way to the fields.
Yeah, I think Chinji's got to watch out for Tundo just up the hill to the southwest. But I mean, Chinji's got a decent spot. Just got to watch for his north as well with Lucarooks. They could have angles on him too. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with that. But yeah, looks like Team Z, or it's the sleeping team, out in 17th place. Owner going down to the zone as well.
It's unfortunate, not a whole lot more to do there. Lancer down as well. So finally, Saron and Kleineman gets the compound. They've been fighting for that pretty much since Circle 1, but they do manage to get it. Lucarox finds Chinji as well. Got Ongon down as well. Master found him, but his teammate wasn't there to really do more damage than needed, so he'll go down in return.
Yeah, try and get the res hit. Should be okay. Just pre-firing some windows, putting some pressure on compounds around him. Should be able to get him up super quick.
Yes,
and they're in the circle. Too. Yeah, they're in the circle, so not to worry. Speaking of circle, we'll see where it goes in a bit.
This is going to be a huge difference maker.
Yeah.
I mean, this could pretty much tell us who ends up winning the game.
Mm-hmm.
If not that, then give us the top 3, depending on where it goes. Let's see. Where we headed?
Oh, look at Magebane going for that crit in the field as well. Surprising. Wow.
Well, they get to stay inside. It's literally Smash Sender on Gatka.
Wow.
Level 3 gear, SLIUG. You ain't gonna be complaining about that.
Oh, that's a spicy setup if I've seen one. But yeah, I'm
like
just so surprised.
Are you AUG fan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm prone to an AUG every now and again. Yeah, I'll pick it up over like an M4 or something. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm just surprised that no one's crashed Gatka on the north side or something.
Well, Rip did it.
He did from the south side. Yeah, true.
Can't take that away from him.
I'm thinking more of like a duo that's crashed into the north side and they share it, and then that's what you usually see, isn't it?
I mean, the northern side, they haven't been forced to leave before potentially now, so
true.
I think they were all staying up there hoping for a northern hard shift, then they would have been able to stay even longer.
That's very true.
Spots out Lucarox and his teammate, then I have a vehicle. We've seen him tap people in cars, and that's a headshot again. This guy is fragging out people at a distance, and he does it again. And you know what? In all fairness, he lined up the shots perfectly on the previous guys, and they took the exact same path. So he knew kind of how much to lead, the distance and all that, and he double headshots one out of the car, secures the kill 2. Now Ivers all by himself with Tari right next door. MythRain in 10,000 days, they've crashed into the city as well.
Yeah, they're going straight into Gatka. Meanwhile, Ivers, Tari, that's it, still. Nade comes out.
Oh, the bounce.
Doesn't quite make it work.
I like the idea, though.
Yeah, that was a solid idea. Maybe if you got the angle on the right side, it might have actually worked out a bit better.
Fire still escalating in the city. Tichpe pushing in towards the city as well. And that's the issue. Let the first ones past. And that could be the danger, because then they know, well, they're occupied elsewhere. Now we can push in as well. And this is Re-Up on cleanup duty now. They need to run around and need to hold off everyone. Yeah,
they just run around and clean up, essentially. Tishby obviously got into Gatka. He's obviously on his own as well. Meanwhile, MYM boys trying to nade out Ivers. He's going to push out, though. He takes the peek, gets the knock onto Flowey. Gets the flush, too. How did he do that?
Yeah.
Where's the cover from Larone?
I think that was a very over-aggressive play. They knew that he was over there. Sure, get yourself in a position to throw some nades. Crossing the street like that, not knowing where he is, that is unnecessary.
So now it's just a 1v1, a pretty fair 1v1 at that as well. Although I don't think Ivers knows exactly where Larone is. He snuck around his right side here.
He's gonna hear him now, though. Yep, thrown down, waiting for him to come forward. He's on the edge of the circle. I think Ivers is just looting up the corpse of the guy he killed just before, but he has no idea that Larone is this close. He probably thinks he pushed back towards the building.
100%, yeah, for sure. Just gotta watch out for that. He's right next
Blow
to
up
that
the
vehicle.
car. Yeah. Wait, did you
just
tap
fire?
one bullet?
No.
Larone.
You hate to see it.
Click. And now he's gonna get spotted by Mero from Avani. He has to run back. This should be where Ivers pushes over, but he's contained by think that's Sharon up from the compound. And the circle once again down towards Gatka. This should be the time of just everyone. Wait, where the hell did
I have
Lara get
no
shot
idea.
from?
He got shot from a horseman, I think, just south.
Oh, and they're
east.
outside the compound. But look at that Tundo.
He had a
Actually
angle.
managed to sneak all the way next door
Wow.
to the compound.
He could really screw up their plans.
Yep, especially if they don't anticipate him sneaky peekingly making his way into the circle. Question is, if Tundo is willing to do anything aggressive, this is where you need the shotgun, Tundo. This is where you need the shotgun.
Exactly, right. That beast of a shotgun. Insan, eyes on some players over here. Got the Greek guys.
Tundo found Horseman.
Wow. Okay.
One more to deal with. In order for him to stay put, Mage Bane does get down CKB, so that was a team, or a player that tried to make his way in and Tundo punching him out. Does he have time to do that with the opponent nearby?
Apparently so. Oh, he's...
Wait, oh, he left. Oh, so, okay, so that was actually a smart play. Tundo goes for the aggressive play on Horseman after Bankai leaves, and there's nothing he can do to really retaliate. Great play by Tundo. Of course, now, though, people know that he's out there, so making his way into the circle is going to be hard.
Yeah, it seems so, though. I mean, it looks like Ewan's actually watching over towards his way.
You only heard the shots, obviously, so he's going to be looking in that direction. Iva's still alive, at least for a little while longer. Laren is as well. You got to get back up on your feet, and you got to get up there quickly. Well, he does have 6 first aids. And this phase 6, so you can out-heal them, at least for now. You got to, as you can see here, though, spam them, and as soon as the circle connects, it should not be possible to heal out any longer. I'm pretty certain that phase 7 is when you can't first aid tank any longer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I think you're right on that one. He had loads of bodies around him just to loot and pick up all these meds.
And behind side placement points, so every single kill you see coming up in that kill feed could potentially be more points obtained by him by simply just staying in the blue and healing up.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Tuna goes down. That's them out in 10th place, but a solid snake performance by him.
Sure.
It's not too bad. Gets him a few points extra.
Ivers did go down. He got the knock on 1, but was traded immediately. Leron is chilling in the smoke. Not a whole lot he can do from the position he's in. Bankai, no utility on their side.
Wait.
So that's going to be tricky. Wait, what?
I'm just confused as to why Magisters and Maro died to the zone. They were holding out...
They had to cross, and they both got shot, I think, by Sharon. So low
that
HP
could have
in
been
the
it,
blue.
yeah. But I mean, they're in the same place that they were in. It's confusing. I don't know. Not sure what happened there. But that's a blue.
Ewan and Mage Bane, they don't have that much ammo left. I think I saw Ewan with 6 spare bullets. And of course, they've been in the city for a long time. And yes, they did have some people come towards them. But for the most part, they've been shooting at people and knocking people at a distance. So they haven't really had a chance to loot up whenever they've gotten kills.
Well, actually, I mean, they've had a few people crash their compound, to be fair. So
that's a long time ago. They've been shooting for the last 6 circles.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's so many people in the field, so it's it's a fine range out there.
Yeah.
Zinsan popping off some. He's actually shooting his vehicle to make sure it doesn't blow up next to him, which is smart. Makes sense.
He has a crate for cover that he can run to, but it's all a matter of whether Mage Bane and Ian allows him to get there. Because as you can see, it's not going to be easy running over there so often. Like perfect vision from Rikes as well.
Yeah, Rikes has got all the vision. Over towards that east side.
Ooh, the bounce.
Oh, that's an unfortunate bounce, because that would have gotten caught in between the rocks, wouldn't it, if it didn't bounce, if it was a bit further to the left.
Simpson does manage to get found. Right spots that one on the hill. That's going to be Sharon taken down. We now have 4 teams left alive, and for now, the guys who looted and landed here, they have managed to stand strong. But we'll see. 8 kills so far. Can they prevail? We still have, I believe... Yep, it's 3 solos and them 2.
And the solo and Titchpay still alive in Gatka. He hasn't been pushed by Rewop yet, so he's just chilling.
He is just buying himself time.
He's got quite a few utilities. 7 first aids as well. So
and 15 bandages. Normally, I pick up 10, and then if I get 3 first aids or more, I drop down to 8.
Same.
I don't know why. It's just a mental thing. I always drop 2 bandages if I have 10.
Yeah, I'm the same in that regard. Yeah, for sure.
So 15 bandages and 17 first aids, 7 first aids. That's a lot. Rikes does get found though. Bankai secures the kill. They do have a few kills as well. I think most of them were on Horseman's back, but they've been able to stay put for now. Now they found themselves a top 3 spot, just exactly inside the circle. And Chef's back south. And this is as much a Gatka circle as you could possibly get.
Yeah, exactly. This is, I mean, next zone is last zone. It's on the dot. It's, in fact, Tishby has...
Pretty much inside Gatka.
Yeah, exactly. I think it actually ends inside the... Not the allows that Tishby's in, but the one just to his east.
Yeah.
So he's got a solid spot to just survive until second place, which is...
He's just going to stay.
It's good stuff, yeah.
Bankai, we saw him before, no utility. You probably need yourself, what? Somewhere between 7 and 8 smokes in order to get out of here alive.
Yeah, and then, I mean, if Ewan and Magebane have any nades, it's rough, you know.
Either
it's
that
even
or
rougher.
land the most godlike headshot of your life.
Yeah.
Like, force Magebane, who has level 3 gear, by the way. Force him and or Ewang to go down and heal. But you can see how they both, like, they have each their ankle. This should be a foolproof or whatever you say, split. As I say that, though, Ewang's ankle is compromised because of the wizard tower or the warehouse.
Oh, there we go.
Crouch, maybe? I don't know. Couldn't do it. Didn't have the room. Ewang does find him, and now, where is the snake? Chishby. Okay, this is Ewang and Magebane's game. If they throw this, it's on them. I mean, there's no way they can lose it.
It's their game to win for sure.
Yeah,
I think. I also think they know where he is because it looked like Magebane and Ewang were kind of looking towards the yellows area. So I think they know they didn't get rid of this one guy in Gatka. So considering that they know there's only one guy alive, it must be him.
I mean, it's like playing battleships, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's always your turn. At this point, you just start throwing those bullets in all the buildings, and then you just take them out, like limit them one by one. And I'm a little scared to see that right now Magebane is clearing them alone. Why are they not just sprinting around two guys together? They have a guy with level 3 gear, send him in first, just sprint around and clear shit.
Yeah.
Stuff. Sorry. I mean, just the fact that they're not running together is very, very surprising to me. Now, smokes are being thrown, a little some debate smokes. I'm not sure if that's actually debating or just giving away his position.
That
Yeah, he was.
strange. That was weird.
His position has been compromised.
Yeah, 100%.
2 nades, Tishby, throw them.
He's right behind that crate there. Surely that's an nade going in. That's over. Is it over? Yeah, it is over.
That's a anticlimactic, and I even though Tishby is by himself, I think there was more he could have done.
Yeah,
In all fairness, I think there was a lot more he could have done to try and win that game. I like the idea of throwing those fake smokes away. Just be like, oh, he's down here. And then maybe he can force one past this window. But I think, 2 nades to utilize, had plenty more smokes available to do something weird with those. He kind of just let them come and claim the win.
Sure.
Not really trying to do anything against it. I don't know. I think I feel like there was more he could have done.
Yeah, as I said before, you need to use the nades even before you die. You need to make sure that you've used your nades. Otherwise, it's just a waste. There's no need for them, really.
Exactly. This was a crazy game, though. Horseman managed to rack up quite a few kills. I believe he had 3 or 4, and then his teammate Bankai, what he did was claim the placements.
Yeah.
So good game for them overall. Just when we have these field turkey shoots, I mean, it's just a chicken shoots, I guess, in this sense. I mean, for Ewang and for his teammate, they didn't really have to do a whole lot, in all fairness. I mean, yes, they did have to hold off people, and it's not always the easiest thing to do, but there were so many people shooting at the players they were shooting at too, that for the most part, they got a chance to third party on everything without really having anything to fear.
Yeah, exactly. I think, I mean, they loot that place, don't they?
They jumped around on that roof.
They loot Gatka
for 3 circles.
Yeah.
When you're thinking you should not be allowed to be up on that roof for that long. I mean, that tells me that nobody could, like, even if they wanted to, nobody had time to focus.
Everyone was in their own fight on the edges around the circle,
Exactly.
and then everyone was snaking in. Yes.
Sometimes you get the circles, sometimes you get the wins, and they did that with, I believe, 10 kills, so pretty damn good game for the Rebop guys who needed a good game. Just gonna throw them further up the leaderboard. Where it's gonna be, we'll have to wait and see after the break. So stick around, we'll be right back. Once again, we take to the western side of Erangel. This time around, though, Gatka was the city of magnets in terms of the circle, and seemed to me like Magebane and Ewing, they were enjoying every bit of it.
Yeah, just firing on everyone they saw. Everyone coming in from the south side across the fields, and everyone coming down the north ridge.
I think we can say it's not that they didn't loot enough ammo. They just spent it.
Yeah.
And then spent some more when they got people killed close by that they could loot from. So they were shooting at everything, and I would love to see the damage done that game, because I honestly think they must have both been, if not both at 1,000, then somewhere, because they both had like 4 or 5 kills each. So they must have had that plus a lot of damage done to players that rotated around them. But nonetheless, that was game number 3. We got 2 more coming your way today. And one thing we haven't really talked about, HayZ, is now we don't know this because it hadn't been announced or confirmed or anything, but I don't see why we shouldn't have more Wingman series coming, because it is, to me, one of the best, if not the best, outside of Pro League, format that is run, and especially in duos, because you don't really find duo tournaments anywhere. So if you want to play, if you're sitting out there watching and going, I could do this, they're missing all their shots, I mean, easy, I could do that, well, prove it, because you can go to play.gll.gg and make an account there, sign up, and not only play these big Wingman tournaments, but they have like daily things going on all the time. Yeah,
they've got daily squad tournaments as well. You can get all your friends, not just one friend, all of them. Well, not all of them, but free. Exactly. Depends on how many friends you have. All right. Yeah. But just get with your friends and start playing squads, earn some money. Solid stuff.
I don't know what's more to like. If I was 18 now and I was told that I could play video games for a living.
Yeah, right? Wish I started early, to be honest with you.
Exactly. Also, just a little correction. I think I did say that was game 3 that just ended. We didn't count the military game.
No,
it was fun for as long as it lasted, but we did remake that one. So we have 3 more games left to play today. So just in case anyone's sitting out in the Twitch, you're going, he said something wrong. Now I corrected it. Now we can get out of the way. Yeah. But I'm excited to see, because now 2 Western endings, and obviously they didn't finish in the same place, and the Western side does, I guess you can say, invite for a lot of different potentials, because you got so much unique terrain, swamp, quarry, those places. But it was 2 somewhat similar field-ish endings that I wanna see something drastically changed. Military was a good idea.
Yeah, I would like to see another military. You know what I haven't seen? Like Melter Power / Eastern Circles. I haven't seen hardly any of those. I mean, I've watched a lot of PL as well, and there's been so many Western Circles. So I want to see even a Stauber Circle. I like those circles. They're fun.
They are, especially in duos, because it's very difficult to play that terrain as 2. One thing I'm thinking, and I hate these circles in terms of squads, but lumber mill endings. There's a lot of snake potential. Like, there's a lot of 1v2 potential, because you have so much terrain and the grass is higher, and in general you just have more available in terms of cover. And I want to see that happen. See those solo sneaky snakes get the first knock, maybe because they're hiding in the bush, but then also be able to take down the second guy. That's the difficult.
Like we saw Spike do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, be able to win those 1v2s, and I think lumber mill would allow for a lot of good fights and a lot of good third-party opportunities for the teams that dare go aggressive in those situations.
Yeah, exactly. If you're holding the top of the lumber mill, it's so hard to control that. I mean, it's, even as a squad against other squads, it's hard to control that, because you get so many different teams pushing up from different angles. You got like Melter pushing up towards you, then you've got like Melter power. If it obviously shifts, like full circle shift out of water, it might shift all the way up there, and then you've got teams from Melter power running up the hill, and so many teams fighting on the side of the hills. So it's rough, but if you can do it, you get a lot of kills and possibly the win.
For sure. Another thing that could be fun to see, just like a Sargi ending. I've never seen it. The furthest northwest I have been, and it's kind of funny because the plane is going up there too. Yeah. The furthest northwest I've had an ending is just like straight north of the furthest western part of North George. Like just on the southeastern foot of that mountain thing you got out there, on the little shack. There I've seen an ending. I've never been up in Sargi. I've never been like west of Sargi or anywhere near there. And I guess with water ratio and all that, or land ratio, it's pretty difficult to get all the way there.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen back in the day. I've seen a Zaki circle like up
Like
sort
actual
of
Zaki?
Well, not exactly in Zaki, but sort of further east of just like 100 meters east of Zaki, like just on the edge of it.
So out by the warehouse.
Yeah, exactly. I think
I
on
would still
the,
count
on
that
the
as
coast.
Zaki ending.
I thought that was on Atlanta sometime. I don't know. I'm not sure. Way back.
I've never casted it. That's what I said. But I've had a game end up like solo games and stuff go up in that area too. But casting a game of Zaki is still on my to-do list.
On your bucket list.
Yeah,
Tick
exactly. Yeah, we're reaching a point at which that bucket list is becoming rather small. So it's whenever those things do happen, it's always quite interesting. Mixon. Well, I don't feel like he's played any games today. I haven't seen his name in the kill feed at all.
Spuma. Yeah, I don't. I haven't even seen Rask, so I think I just joined in.
That's a feels bad way to start the day. Oh, we missed the first 2 games. Bummer. Okay, at least now we're here. Well, I guess we're not.
Oh, okay, we're dead. Yeah.
Northern Circle, though. My Zaki ending isn't available, unfortunately, but your Stalpa ending with a few Eastern shifts. You never know, but I would opt, and I would assume to see the majority of players already early on try to make their way north of the river.
I think that's a safe bet to say that it's going to go somewhere south of Severny on that line just across the south side. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the thing.
I'll see. I think Rikes has found himself a spot that the observers are digging to, the warehouse here. Now let's just see while this game is still growing. We can take a look at the leaderboard from last game that we didn't get to see in the break just before. Rewup, 10 kills, 20-point game. That is the way you want to start one of the final days of Wingman Season 8.
That's solid. Yeah, that's a solid game. 20 points. Really, really well played. Unknown Knights as well, obviously. 12 points just down there. 7 kills.
But again, look at the list. I mean, 10th place is just 3 points. It's just 3 points. So many. The entire right side of the leaderboard went out with 0 points. And Rewup, well, they're sitting pretty well in it. Did they get 12 kills that game? Did we just update the leaderboard, or was I confused?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, so this is total on the day.
Yeah.
Total on the day. That's leaderboard after a game. Yeah. All you have to do is read those really big letters on the top of your screen, and you can see pretty much exactly what you're supposed to read out. But indeed, eSpuma and Rewup on the first and second place makes sense. They've won 2 games, so I mean they're the 2 teams that have won so far. So that's pretty impressive by them for sure.
Yeah, it's solid stuff. And also the team that came second place that last game, actually, I think overall points, they actually got obviously 6 points, but they got, I think it was like 6th place or somewhere around there. So although they got second place, it's not that good of a game. It's okay.
Yeah.
It can work, but it's not that great.
Gotta be able to find those kills. I really think that's what's people. I mean, a lot of teams, and of course, kills also kind of come on their own with you being in a good spot in the circle.
Yeah.
But I really think more teams should value fracking out over placement higher than what they do here. A lot of teams still play it in the kind of squad mentality that we gotta get late game.
Yeah,
there are so many factors going against you if you just try to play a position all the time. So try just whenever you have it, whenever you see fights going on nearby, try and see what you can get. What you can get down here is a nifty DBS. Is it DBS?
DBS, yeah,
pretty
DBS,
sure.
Yeah.
The brand new shirty gun, and well, who knows? Maybe Reichs could aim better if he had that one.
Yeah, Horseman last game taking. Oh, there we go, boom, straight off.
A free kill.
I mean, Horseman was your last game taking a lot of shots at cars and actually hitting them. Now
so
he gets a taste for his own medicine.
Yeah. That's what you get.
Karma.
Mauro, does this? No, he's driving away. Oh, is he? Oh.
Yeah.
Once again, the fight escalates in Pachinki. This time, Sparking finds Honor.
He didn't
do again the disrespect for the shotgun.
No.
Is in fault.
Wait, did he? Okay, wait.
Wait.
He took all of the stuff there except for the DBS.
He took everything except for this. Yeah,
there we go. Okay, that's what I thought. I mean,
ain't nobody showing love for the shotty.
In this circle, though, I mean,
again,
what can you do with it, really?
Same scenario as before. I mean, no fairness, it could end the Severny. It would be the best weapon in the universe. But but you never know this early. But it's just, I mean, when you because what can you afford to get rid of? I think that's how we have to put it. If you could kind of third weapon slot your shotgun. That'd be one thing. Oh, Rask 6 spare bullets. He goes for the slow-moving US instead. He's gonna jump out and turn around. Smash is ready for it. And had he not had that headshot there immediately, that could have been extremely scary. What I'm looking at now, though, is the ammo count for Rask, and he does have a... He did have a DP on the back.
Some solid shots from
now
Rip.
he's really low HP, and Rip have a nade. So...
I mean, if he puts a nade in there, that's like a bowl. You just pop a nade in there, and that's it. Yeah. I mean, he gets him with the M4 anyway.
Imagine him getting the Rip, like getting the kill on Rask, and then the nade taking out Smash. Could you imagine him bouncing back? That's a scary nade to throw over the head of your knocked teammate. Not gonna lie, because there's a lot of things that nade could have bounced on. They would have thrown it right back out in there. But Rask and Mixon, they made it here. Welcome. But they also got killed as the first team, unfortunately. But let's hope that they have. Well, they do have a couple more games to make up for that.
Yeah, two today, I think. Anyway, so
other teams have 0 points throughout the day, having played all the games anyway. So it's not because you're the only ones in the boat. Don't worry, kills will be coming your way in the upcoming games.
Exactly. But they've also got another team down on the Mediterranean as well. Flowey and Larone, they've got to come over. I'm not sure. It looks like Rip and Smash are just either looting up or something, healing. I kind of hope they're camping, to be honest with you. I want to see it again.
I mean, I think since they landed down in this area, right? I mean, and I think they know, because they came from military out of themselves. They know that there were only X amount of teams there. I don't think they're really gonna care to stick around. Maybe that one team comes towards the bridge. Now we can see that they do. But just like with Riven Beamy, I mean, once the blue is on you, just get going. This circle is way too far north. Had it been like a Pachinki circle anyway, fair enough, you can stick around. But in this case, you're just way too far out.
Yeah. Only makes sense to just to leave. There's no point in holding up with the bridge, especially in the blue as well. Sure. Come on, Mithrain.
This is the first time I've seen Mithrain actually shoot at people. He's the only one getting shot at all the time in the early game.
That's true. That is true.
Him in 10,000 days, they have been magnets for early game attention in terms of opponents shooting at them. But it seems like they have found themselves a little bit of a safe haven in the compound up here, and now they get to shoot at some rotations.
Yeah, solid spot. They got the no lean compound. Looks like HBO.
What compound?
No lean.
No lean.
No lean.
No lean. No lean. No lean.
That's close.
What is the no lean compound?
Because you couldn't lean in that compound in like the alpha.
You couldn't lean?
Yeah, it wouldn't let you lean in that compound.
Anywhere?
No.
Really?
I think that there were certain spots possibly, but
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it was weird. Oh,
it's always good to have those OG guys in here casting alongside me, because they can throw some knowledge at me that I wasn't aware of. The no lean compound. I've never even heard that term before.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh, right.
Like the North Yas compound, some call it, because it's called North of Yasnaya. But that's to be confused with where Tichpi and his teammate is. So, ooh.
Wow.
And they don't get to stay in there anymore. Silas and Sparking, they are in a glorious spot in the center of the circle. And I think for the most part, I would actually not be surprised to see a lot of teams stay on the eastern, like northeastern side of the road rather than cross over now. Because if the circle does go back up there are so few compounds and everything else is so far out in the open that you're going to be screwed. But as I say that, there are a ton of players moving.
Yeah, it's an absolute land grab right now. Everyone's kind of moving in, trying to get whatever they can.
It's a buffet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a buffet, but it's not an all you can eat, is it, really?
Well, it is, but it's a buffet where there's only really prepared food for 10 people, but there's 50 people coming for dinner, so it's all about just punching and pushing your way to the table.
Essentially, yeah. It's you've got, it looks like Smash is shooting something way out in the blue, just down south there. I'm not sure what he's shooting at, because I'm pretty sure there's nobody there.
Destroying the vehicle?
Yeah.
He was!
Sneaky vehicles.
He actually was. One of those guys, yeah. Playing those solo games, trying to make your northern rotation from military and go, wait, how?
I mean,
is someone that bored?
As much as like he might find it useful, we know that it is completely useless and wasting a lot of time. But you know, it could help maybe help them out or worsen another team's chances of getting into the zone.
Also, in terms of kills, it I guess weakens their own chance of getting more kills, because if that team does go out to blue, they don't really reap any rewards from it, other than of course one more team being eliminated. But
it doesn't count if you don't get top 12 anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But looks like Rip and Beam are getting held in this compound. Do they have a vehicle? I think, okay.
I think they do have a bike.
It's got a
just
bike on the
Simpson
end,
and
yeah.
Club are there waiting, and this is going to be scary.
I mean, if they know that Zinsan's over there, they'll
They
go
have no
towards
idea of
Clubber, so
anything.
this could be a complete and utter trap.
3,
This
2,
could be
1.
interesting.
30 bullets, not 40. Oh, Kalama. That was too close for comfort. If he was wearing like VR glasses, we just said, and he fell down his chair after that vehicle came flying right past him.
Well, fair enough.
That's where you weave in like physically when playing the game. Like when you play driving games with your controller and like use it as a steering wheel. This was literally just him almost falling out of his chair trying to touch that vehicle in real life.
That's what I do when I play. I like when I lean or when I'm dodging bullets. I'm like
your head goes like
yeah.
It's
pretty
what
weird.
you gotta instead of having like pedals, some people say you should have foot pedals for like your leans. Just have like a sensor on your neck. Go like lean left, lean right, lean left.
They've actually got something. I know a lot of people that use that in Arma 3.
Really?
Game I used to play, Arma 3 Battle Royale, where it's called a track IR, and it's on the top of your head, and you can like look around. It looks around in game for you.
Well, that's gonna be really confusing.
No.
If your mom's calling, what? And then your head turns around.
No,
in game
like
too.
if you're if you hold down Alt in game, you look around.
That
does
stuff.
that.
Yeah, okay.
And you can lean around corners with it as well. It's pretty cool.
That's interesting. I would like to hear if any. I don't know if it's what do you say compatible with PUBG, but stuff
not
like
sure,
that.
actually.
I mean, that's if they're programmers and like hardware or whatever you call it, engineer, hobby people, whatever it may be, like geek. What do you call it? Tech geeks or tech freaks or whatever you call it. If there are some of those out there who want to get their foot in on PUBG, I think there's a lot of that type material that could be extremely interesting and maybe even used competitively too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Imagine someone turning up to LAN with that thing on their head.
Who knows? I mean, if it gives them that edge, then
True, yeah.
then everyone's going to wear it. It's just about whether it's useful. Laron, they've been rotating some more. And all they've found is death.
Yeah, Lazza taking some shots as well. A lot of HP damage onto Lazza, and there we go. Yeah. Blown up. Kaboom. We'll see you later. Next game for you. Yeah.
You have to do that. Can't just say see you later.
Alligator. Oh.
It's just like naturally comes on there. Mopsy found Flowey, so that's indeed going to be their entire team out. So despite the fact that Smash and Rip did everything they could to try and prevent them from getting anywhere, they did manage to get somewhere, but that was the only place they didn't want to go to because honestly, look where Better Strong and Gagi is. They had a full 1.5 kilometers to get into that circle from where there was no one. That's a feels bad.
And the only team they run into is them. Yeah,
exactly. That was literally the only one, like the only 200 meters they shouldn't go through. They would go straight there.
Rough stuff. Rough stuff indeed.
And Circle did go back east, well, to a certain extent. They could still shift both sides, but I think I can speak in general for this Circle. As long as you don't go up towards where Hamslam is, like between Hamslam and Mageman and Ewing and then the Rewap guys, everything east or southeast of that is open. Like have a compound or die.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's
not much you can play. There's a few dips and ridges and stuff, but at the same time, like you can only play that on certain circles.
Wait.
Oh, the double molly kill.
Double molly. Drakaris finds himself both of them. Nailop does go down as well. Topa has found him, but he is receiving bullets right back at him. And once again, Mopsy and Nailop, I feel like they had a really good was it the Sanok game? I just remember like mentioning them like all the times and damn, they're stepping up. But
I think it was.
But they have not been able to find those spots in the circles. But then again, I mean, look at this. We have 21 teams and there are only so many compounds, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of teams centered around the sort of the northeastern field as well. But in terms of the southwest, there's not that many players around there. I mean, there's obviously you got a Rip and Smash and Rozok and then Judge as well. Obviously, they're having a fight at the moment, trying to dodge around each other. Looks like Smash and Rip are trying to get around to just cross over because they don't want to be stuck up here. That's for sure.
Exactly. You wanna make your crossing, and now that you've been firing bullets, that's allowing for whoever might be sitting on the other side, to third party, even Harding as Club and Simpson. They're now trying to rotate around to get into a better spot. So look at them. Circle's gonna shift away from water, but where are we going? Well, one of few spots that I guess the Circle could go.
pretty far out in the open. Silas sparking their spot that lasted for quite a while is it's still inside, but not so much. It's inside.
No longer OP.
Yeah, exactly.
8x for Simpson, not able to connect the shots needed, and they're outside the circle too, so might want to prioritize making that rotation further forward. They do have 2 bikes though, so it's not that they're in that much of a hurry.
Although, I mean, there's 3 kills there technically, so
yeah,
that's
hold
a lot
and
of
move
points.
in with the circle.
That's 3 points right there.
That's top 10.
yeah, exactly. So why not, right? Why not?
Yeah, that is true. Topaz does get found on the northern side. Not a whole lot he can do from this position. Default left him alone, and now Default is crashing straight into Mithrin and 10,000 days. And I think this is the first kill we've had from these 2 guys where they've both actually been alive.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah,
It's only been either one of them getting kills when the other one was dead. now they're fortunately both alive and kicking.
I find it so strange how people can get their bikes into the shacks there. I can never do that.
You just have to drive
and even
straight.
get it out as well. Like you get in and then get out at the same time. Like that's tough.
At the same time, it's extremely difficult.
I know.
I agree. You can't do both. Either you go in or you go out. I agree. There's a very tricky. Did they just nade there on US?
I don't know. Yes, I guess so. Okay. They don't want it anymore. Oh,
No, now
I
they
think
don't.
because they want to jump up on it. They want to. Can you vote on a broken US? I think you can.
No, but you can jump up on the front of it because the tires are popped. I mean,
True.
it does make sense because I was just going to say, oh no, they can rotate, but in all fairness, they probably don't have to really rotate so much from here anyway. Magebane loses his teammate, not for good, but at least for now. Trying to see if he can, oh my lord, Battle Strong the angle. He has no idea. Wasn't it them just shooting?
I think so.
Oh no, it was sparking. It was from another position further inside the circle. I was like, how did they not see or hear all the bullets flying? But of course, they weren't aware.
They were none the wiser.
The Spotify playlist was kicking.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But Battle Strong knocked straight out. That nade was a bit short. I felt like that should have flashed him, really.
Yeah.
Doggy. Oh, spots out the headshot.
Wow.
Oh, okay, that spray.
Good
Ooh.
spray.
I mean, it hit the first or second bullet was a headshot, and then he just missed a few, and then suddenly just tapped him again. That was it.
Oh, it's a Magebane game from here on out. Still not within placement points yet. Remember, it's top 12 who will get the benefit of reaping in those placement points, and seems like Magebane is going to try and make the run all the way underneath, potentially running straight into opponents down in the southern side. Bankai goes out. Winners of game 1 has found themselves a place to lay low.
Yep. I'll try and get in as much as you can, or as easy as you can, essentially. Magisters, though, just up further south of Spike and Nowak there.
Ooh, rip. This ain't gonna be easy because Simpson and Club has heard that vehicle from miles away,
Yeah,
and he is indeed gonna go
blue,
down.
Though.
Okay. So 3 tacks and then down to blue. Simpson's like, oh, I feel like I deserve that one. We've been sitting here for so long, and you ain't even gonna give us that 1 point extra. Unfortunately, not gonna happen. New circle though. Oh my lord! It goes from being little in the open to somewhat in the open. So now I think you can count on 2 hands how many trees you have left.
pretty much. How many trees and rocks?
Yeah.
About 5.
There are quite a few on the southeastern side, to be fair. I mean, there was it in the same patch that they had changed the west side of Military Island, the shore up there. I think they added some more trees up and around where Caracas and Chinche are. But overall, it's a pretty damn difficult area to play from. Yeah,
pretty rough indeed. Obviously, Tishby's in the sort of the dip there as well that a lot of teams like to play. But obviously, it's heavily contested by the gas station.
And this is where I want to look right now, because everyone on this hill, everyone on this side of the map, in all fairness, everyone else on this side of the road have to cross. And that ain't going to be easy.
No, definitely not. You've got Zinsan, Club of Deluxe, Sparking, Silas, Apocalypse just in the little dip there. Actually, I know he's dead now.
Like Apoca Rip.
Yeah, Apoca Rip, that's for sure.
Got him.
Yeah, I mean, now there's only two full duos fighting it out. Actually, Zinsan gets a knock onto Sparking, the headshot coming in there.
That's pretty clutch, because they need to get the hell out of this place too. But remember, Clubber and Simpson have 2 bikes to work with if they didn't run up here. No, you can see Clubber has his vehicle still. Are they going to crash gas station? Are they going to go underneath on the right side? I can't really tell what the play to make here is. I think they want to deal with Silas and Sparking first, and you can kind of tell that's where they're moving their vehicles to.
100%, because this technically is 3 points, because once they go out, it's 12th place. So if they can get these kills, it's 3 points, essentially.
You don't want to go out here, though.
No, that's for sure.
No matter where you are on the map, you want to be able to make it further on in then. Oh, then that's a good shot from Afan. Sharon is... Well, you know, he's actually spotted. I was going to say, Sharon is prone on the backside with the potential to do a lot of it. How do they know where he is?
They just know. They just know. I think maybe...
He was shot at before.
I think maybe Zeron just peeked up a bit, and
Eagle
Eye Sparking just spotted him out.
Could have been it.
But
Nate bouncing forward. Is it going to go far enough? Nah, not even close. Simpson, a little creativity in terms of vaulting, but I think they're overcommitting to this. Get the hell out. I mean, don't be forced to stay up here with your opponents. I know you know the guys in person. Get the hell out of here, though. It's phase 5. You're tanking right now.
Where's his vehicle? He doesn't know.
Did he forget where?
I think he forgot where his vehicle was.
Maybe Clover took his bike, and then it's like, wait, where's your
possibly.
bike? And now they have to communicate it, and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Sparking does get flushed to the blue, but of course, the kill goes in the hand of Simpson. Just exactly gets that first hit off. And where the hell is your bike, Simpson? Now he's leaving.
He's found it, finally. Still in the blue, though. This is going to be rough. I think he might go to the blue.
Watch
I'm
out,
not sure.
trying to get away from that car. Does go down, so is Chinjay and Persis. They managed to stay alive.
Solid stuff. Looks like Zint actually got in, but gets knocked straight away. Magisters from the north. It's a solo player.
Yep. Look
And
where
then,
he is.
Silas actually gets flushed out as well. Oh, meanwhile, the nade from Tundo getting Swedish and got on.
Yeah, that's down towards actually the
Wow.
dip on the backside of the shack. Then that's a good place to play, honestly. Like, I hate to see when people just commit to the shack because it's so easy to get vision and containment on you if you play the dip correctly on the outside. So smart play by them to utilize the dip, but unfortunately it also becomes kind of a funnel for nades where they can just like roll straight on your feet pretty much no matter where they're coming in from.
Yeah, exactly. It's rough stuff. But now they got to hold out. Seeky Beast and Freezy. More nades coming out. That's his last one in the smoke. That should be good.
Oh, a little far.
Oh, it did no damage, to be fair. So Seeky Beast gets knocked onto Saint, though. He's out on the tree on his own. Tundo's at very low health.
Is he
Freezy,
inside
there's
on the
one more
backside?
nade.
He's
Oh,
back.
that's a flop of a nade. What was that? Anyway, doesn't matter because he got the kill anyway.
I think it was one of those where he peeks to throw the nade, and he peeks to do that wild Tundo. He's like, so just throw it somewhere. That's pretty much the sound I would have made too if I was like, caught off guard in the heat of the moment, and you just kind of wing that nade somewhere that's not towards your teammate.
Seeky Beast, though, 4 kills. Solid stuff so far. That's 2 duos he's taken out already. Fair play.
See, Farkins, and they've had this position to play from for a while, and now, unfortunately, Fark was called out in the open. Oh, that's a good spot.
That's a snake.
Oh my lord, that's a good...
That's a rattlesnake. I don't know why. It just is.
I'm not gonna correct you on that. If
no.
it's a rattlesnake, it's a rattlesnake.
Could be a python, you never know. Zinsan, though. Thrown out a nade, not far enough. Manchester, it seems like Manchester's been popping off shots pretty much all over the map as a solo. He obviously knocks Zinsan, then gets the flush onto the... okay, there we go. I mean, it was good whilst it lasted.
Play
right?
for kills.
Yeah, exactly.
fairness.
Yeah.
He was in a position 2 circles ago where he should never have survived for as long as he did, and he knew that, well, I'm not going to be able to make this run in the open for the longest time. Somehow he managed to do it, but he also did get to rack up extra kills with it, so it makes perfect sense the way that he played this one. He wasn't expecting to stay long as he did. That happened anyway, and now he got to add some kills to it and placements. I mean, that's just a perfect solo game for him, to be fair.
Yeah, solid stuff. Titchby still center.
He's been proning in the
And
middle
center
for
again.
literally the last 8 circles.
He's prone behind a bike in a UAZ. I mean, fair enough. Like this dip works. If you can do this and it gets to this point where the gas station can't really overpower you, then you're fine. You're all good.
And me saying that he's been here for 8 circles when we're in phase 7, that goes to show for how long he's been here.
Yeah,
He's he realized very early on that his position was compromised, and then he made his way to this tree, and he's been prone there ever since.
I'm pretty sure Tishby was the guy that was in Gatka.
Exactly.
So he might
the
even get a
center
second.
proner.
Yeah, he's the pro proner.
He got 2nd place in Gatka, and
fair
now we'll
enough.
see. Now we'll see what he can get this game.
That's his game plan. That's for sure. You can tell.
Crash center and chill.
Exactly. I mean, it's worked. Although, I mean, only 6 points for a second place. If he's got no kills, it's It's still, I mean, it's good, but it's not good enough, to be honest with you.
I mean, in all fairness, we haven't seen him do this when he still had his teammate alive.
True.
So I think it's one of those, well, you're dead, and I'm not. Maybe he's more the brain than the brawn, so so he's the one that goes center and chills.
Yeah. Big brain plays, it seems.
Yeah. We'll see if he can get some damage with it, too, because no one's really... I mean, they're looking in that direction, but it's so far away. And you can also see the US in there. But I would expect for Sinsen and Clubber to spot the guys on the backside first on the rock, and then they will have to take that fight, and that could kind of leave him available, like alive in the middle. Because you can see that, I mean, they've seen the US. It's just a matter of if they can actually get the damage in there. Oh my god.
Take your time with that, Freezy. There we go. Finally gets the kill. Zeron out. That took a bit longer than I would have hoped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're all prone to it. Yeah, exactly. You know, we're all prone to this. You know, just not taking our time. Oh, that nade, that's big. Does a lot of damage. Doesn't quite get the kill.
This vehicle is burning.
Yeah, how close is he to that UAZ? I don't think he's that close.
Crawl away.
I think he should be okay. But he knows definitely, that's for sure.
That nade did not at all give us position.
Yeah, I mean, it's pressure, Toby.
We did tell him, in all fairness, we were BMing him last game for not using all his nades. Now
true.
he is.
Oh, wow.
So we should not be giving him any tough time at all for what he's doing right here. We said last game, why didn't you use all your nades? And now he is, so...
He's learned. I like it.
You know what? It's adaptation from... And this is exactly what I was talking about. All these guys above will have to look at each other first, because none of them can... Like, yes, you can throw nades in, but if that don't work, which it didn't... You have to focus on the club and no more smokes. They've been out in the open for so damn long now. And they know there is still one player in the gas station. That's the issue. They cannot focus too far before they've locked out Zen.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I think Zen can even hop on that UAZ and just get full angles onto Zinsan. I just don't know if he's even tried it or bothered. I feel like you should, you know, at least just try it. I'm pretty sure you can crouch on that UAZ and just no one can see you. So you just pop up. There we go. He's doing it.
He saw more than he wanted, I think.
Yeah, he's trying it. Looks like.
Oh, hello. That's not gonna be him peeking again, I think.
He tried. He tried at least. I like the effort. More shots coming out from Zinsan.
Tishby should be able to sneak his way to second place here because he got Cinder again.
Yep. Oh wow, yeah.
So Sinsen and I think they might just be inside. I mean, they're on the very, very edge of the circle. If anything, they need to deal with him. And I like that Siggy Beast is pushing underneath now, using the time that they're using to look elsewhere to wrap underneath. But he gets taken down by Blue. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So now it's. I just want to know what Tishby's gonna do here. Throw more smokes.
Bounce it off the.
If
off
I
the
can't
tree.
see them, they can't see me.
Exactly.
Let's smoke yourself off. Hope that it's not gonna be a bait for nades, and that was his final smoke too. So we'll see if that's gonna make a difference. Freezy still smokes, nades, and Molotov left remaining.
I like the spread that Freeze and Seeky Beast have. Obviously, Zinsang and Clubber Deluxe don't have any ground whatsoever to play with, apart from that one rock and these smokes. This nade's big.
It's on him. It's on him. He's dead. There's nothing he could do. Great throw, Clubber. And you got to be better than land some shots now, because if not, then you did.
D is on. Yep, for sure. Freezy. Shots coming out, none connecting. Although I think a few actually. Looks like
they have to push way further forward, though. That's the tricky thing. They have so much more space to move around Freezy and Siggy. But then again, Sinsen and Clubber, they have landed some godlike shots before. They will need to pull them out here, though, if they want to have a chance. Clubber, down he goes. Sinsen by himself on the wall. He's spotted on the edge of the circle, and that is going to be a win for Team Greece and Cyprus. I wonder if they're warming up to some Nation Cup tournament, keeping that the name tags from back in that day. I remember seeing the flag combination from when we were doing the 32v32 tournaments previously. Siggy Beast and Freezy claiming themselves a 7-kill chicken dinner in yet again a pretty open-ended.
Yeah, solid stuff. Again, I mean, Tishby again, you know, sat in the center, as we said. He got 5 points that game, no kills for his team at all.
Better than 10th place.
True.
That's 3. They got the first kill of the game too. I guess that's the silver lining. Rask and Mixon, they got in the game, and then they died.
Oh wow, nice shot from front there. We didn't get to see that one. I don't think.
It didn't get stolen. This one from Clubber.
Slow motion.
It's like you see the snowboard movies when they try to do a backflip, but they're like, oh, I can't really commit to it, and then they all land on the back of the head. Like the little explosion animation we have, the observing crew is being very creative with the highlight reels today. Mage Bane and EOing the winners of last game didn't really, well, I mean, they did manage to get some kills early, but they also got caught in the whole, well, we gotta get off this cliff somehow, and then I think it was only Sinson and Club who actually managed to get away from there.
Yeah. You're right, actually, yeah, which is quite surprising. I mean, they had the whole sort of, I guess, eastern side of that cliff, that hillside, the southern hillsides themselves. Anyway, considering they kind of held out Silas and Sparking there. Yeah. Unfortunately, to their demise. But there we go, as they go down in second place.
Interesting game, I really think so. And I feel like we've had 3 different, not necessarily endings, but just like we've had the open swamp-ish game on the west side. We've had the everything centered around one compound or one like old Gatka. Yeah. And now we've had everyone in the open, like every man for himself. What would be next on the check-off list for different
military
scenarios? Military, like just general like a big compounded area city type ending. And then we have like the whole not Yesnaya, but Stalper-ish endings where it's like it's in the open, but you still have like lumber mill, Stalper, those type of endings where you have cover in the open,
rocks and trees and stuff. Yeah. I think maybe even the melter power sort of circles, the mini melter circles. They're fun.
Could be. We'll have to wait and see because we're gonna go on a break. So stick around, guys. We'll be back in just a few.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. You are tuning in to the GLL Wingman Series 8. It is week 3. It is EMEA, and Toby has changed skin complexion and shrunk a tiny bit and had a haircut. Hi, I am Talha. This is HayZ, and I'm replacing Toby for the remainder of the EMEA Wingman games, and I'm pretty sure he won't be missed as much as you lot have missed me. Oof. Well, you missed me more, didn't you? Yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes, you did. You couldn't wait to get rid of Toby and get the far more handsome, attractive commentator next to you.
That's the one, yeah.
Okay, right. HayZ, considering I've been on a plane for the past 3 hours and I haven't really been paying attention, quickly catch me up on what's been going on in today's Wingman games.
Right, so...
And for all the viewers that are just tuning in.
So, I mean, to be fair, there's been a lot of proing in the center with Titchby and his teammate that's been dead for, I think, pretty much the whole games, like every game. I don't know. All I've seen is Titchby in the center of the circle. He's gotten second place and then third place.
Ah, yes.
But, I mean, there you go.
Leaderboards.
That works.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Producer. So this is after the last game. Team Greece and Cyprus. First place, 10 points and 7 kills. Ataxia, second place, 6 points, 6 kills. So nice 12 points at the end for them. And Team Influx coming in third, and Tryhard Team coming in fourth with about 4 points and only 3 kills, so 7 points in total. You can see the top 3 there breaking the double digits already, and a lot of teams down below there in the mid range from 5 to 10, still in the 5-point region. So still a good amount of points to get.
That is the leaderboard, the overall leaderboard for today after game 3. So, as you can see, Miltapau or Rewop Atlim 2. Top spot so far, only 2 points ahead of second place Isuba with Spike and Nawik. Containers with, the same points. So they're kind of joint, but technically the Isuba guys have more kills.
Yeah, there's only about 4 points difference between the top 5 teams. So pretty interesting for this week. Who's going to take the week? But it all adds up at the end with how you've been doing in all the other weeks. But let's get into game number 4 with a lovely plane path.
Ooh, that's a rough one. That's for sure. This is going to be military circle.
Yeah. Okay. Military. So as someone who keeps championing the whole planes
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
affect the circles.
I think it is. I'm going to bank on it. You know.
Either that or a heavy Primorsk circle.
We've had quite a few Western circles. We've had 2 Western circles. One that landed just in swamp, well, close to swamp, and then the one that landed literally inside Gatka. So
Right, okay.
that's only today. So a lot of Westerns, no Easterns, and 1 North Severny area circle.
Right, well, the circle will appear anytime shortly. This is before it's Kameshki circle.
It's not going to be. There's no way. I'm telling you now, there is no way. It's Kameshki.
Okay,
That's
so
what I'm kind of sad about, to be honest with you. I kind of wish it was.
yeah, it would be brilliant if it was.
Yeah.
Get everyone on there. Well, there you go. The esports Darcia going in. Team Greece, Freezy, and the circle.
Here we go.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Well, it wasn't military. But, I tried.
You tried.
It's another Gatka circle. You and a Magebane have been having these amazing circles. It was you and a Magebane in the second. I think it was the second game. In Gatka, obviously they loot there and they won the game from there with 10 kills. So I mean, if they get that again, then come on, like what's this all about?
Yeah.
I don't know. But Owner as well, Owner and Judge in the same spots as well. So we'll see if they can get a solid compound this time around.
I'm just having a look around. So Modelo and Hamslam. I'm not too sure. Were they ever contested in military down there?
I feel like they weren't there last game. I don't think. I think Smash or Blaze, obviously Smash and Rip. They actually killed one of the. I forget who it was. There was it was the. It wasn't the E-Super guys. It's the E something. The E.
Hold on. Hold your horses.
Okay.
I've just realised. Wait, this is week 3 for EMEA because of course everything's been reshuffled around. So this is technically the first time they're playing on Orangle.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
right. So we haven't really seen how I mean, apart from the first couple of games that you and Toby have casted, we haven't really seen how these duos play out on Orangle. God, all the rescheduling has just confused me. I was like, I'm pretty sure we've definitely seen these guys. We've seen NA and South America on Orangle. We haven't seen EU on EMEA on Orangle yet. So I can't be like, oh yeah, these guys have definitely been there before. Yes,
that's right.
Modelo and Hamslam, they've been contested at military. No, you know more than me. Yeah.
No, what I was going to say was the Eastboomer guys actually got contested by Blaze. I think Modelo and Hamslam were close to military. I'm not sure exactly where they were. But yeah, so not really contested, but kind of halfish. There's a lot of duos around there. Got the MF4 guys, the M-Force, I think that is.
My Force.
My Force?
No, I don't think it's My Force.
I think it's M-Force.
Yeah, it's M-Force.
Rotating
Something
past,
Force.
Rotating past potato. I need to say rotating past rotato.
Rotato.
That's a new.
Rotato.
I'm an absolute genius because everyone rotates through there, don't they? Everyone rotates through Potato Hill to get to each side.
So we're going to call it Rotato.
Oh, I am a G. Okay, I'm going to trademark that or patent it, whatever you call it. That's mine now. Yoink.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Not allowed.
All right,
Sparking from the under 18 squad. Him and was it Silas? Did we get corrected?
Yes, that's
Silas.
right. It wasn't Sillers.
Slithers. Slithers into the yellow building.
To be fair, he is French, and I think no, he's not French. He's actually Belgian but speaks French. But I think he would call that Sillers.
Sillers.
Right. So technically, Toby is right.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. I know it's definitely Silas.
Toby is never wrong.
No.
Honor just holding up one of the compounds, making it harder for anyone else to kind of get some ground. He did shoot at what's his name? Yeah, Sparking as he made his way past. It looks like Silas wants to show the UK right. Oh, he actually gets a knock as well. Wow. Very hard knock to get at that angle. Finds Rice and then Silas comes in and gets Cesarius as well. No, it's actually Judge from ZZ's. Yeah. He gets Cesarius, but Honor knocks Sparking.
Wow, this is like a large split that was kind of unintentional, I feel like, and it's kind of bit Sparking in the butt here, unfortunately. So Team Sleep, I don't know, they've got some nades to throw.
Oh, that's going to be good nades.
That's perfect, actually. The Cook doesn't quite do it, though. Sila's half health, or just about, 39. He's got to heal up now. He's getting flanked by Owner, obviously, as well.
Not only that, you can see Swedish, the M4 guys.
they're
They're
pulling
coming
up?
over just
Oh,
below.
no.
They're actually pulling up as well, and they've taken the buildings just below him. So he's running out of options of where to go. And he does hear them, and they've actually pulled up on the hill. So he has to retreat into the building, and that's the only thing he can hold. Hopefully, this might actually help Silas, because Honor will have to... Oh, my days! That is a nade and a half from Got Owned.
Did he see him? He must have seen him. There's no way. Yeah, okay. So thank you. Another nade coming in, though. Okay, it's not too far. I thought maybe he thought that he pushed up a bit closer, but Owner has to heal up. That's nuts. That's an insane nade.
Definitely. Well, that's helped Silas get into the yellow building. Honor, he's a bit stuck. There's another team coming in on the... I was about to say, like, this area where these different compounds are, the Gatka kind of compounds, it's so hard to kind of secure it as Swedish finds Silas. It's so hard to secure each one to yourself because there's just so many different angles and buildings that people should be shooting from. Look at this. Honor sees an opportunity to charge in as Judge, his teammate, is getting fragged down. He has to heal up, but he's got the flank on the other two that are pushing on, the M4 guys.
Yeah, it looks like Godon has got to try and flank around somehow. Try and find the angle onto Judge. Looks like Kleinerman and Zeron have backed off slightly. They left their compound to try and third party, but it has not worked out just yet. Swedish taking some slight nade damage, it seems. So yeah, just a 2v2 straight up, pretty much. Both on each their own side. It's like Swedish has the angle on Judge, but so does Got Owned, I think. I don't think Judge knows.
No, Judge has no idea. He does now, as Honor actually takes some shots and pushes him back off his teammate. Judge actually gets the knock onto Swedish with the grenade, so that's going to make Got Owned fall back, and Honor now knows that there's a knock right next to him, so he can push out and be a bit more aggressive. It looks like the MYM guys, Meet Your Makers, got a double kill on the bridge there. Might be camping, might have just been a bit of a full death, but Honor's pushed all the way up, and now Got Owned. All he has is a ridge and an M4 to play with.
Yeah, missed the spray earlier, and now gets punished for it. Unfortunately, Owner taking out the last player, Got Owned with the nade. Actually, I thought it was the spray, but it's the nade that caught him. But yeah, as you said, MYM getting taken out on the western bridge there. Looks like Horseman and Bankai have got to back off. Same with Ham, Slam, and Mordello. They can't cross that bridge anymore. Bankai's going to go find a boat, it seems. And then Ham, Slam, Mordello doing nothing, really, just out on the hill. But is there any boats? There is not any boats. That's unfortunate.
Might be, yeah.
Oh, there's one. Oh, did they take? Oh, that was Beamy and Rip that took the boat. Yeah, so that was Beamy and Rip that took the boat. The only boat that was there, they died. Now the other guys have no boats and they've got to cross over. This is rough.
You can see a vehicle over there for the LG guys. All right. As you know, when you're in class and the teacher says, "Are there any questions?" and don't worry, there is no such thing as silly questions.
You can ask me a silly question.
I'm going to ask a question, and it's not. All right. Is the BRDM available in?
No. This is esports.
Oh, come
settings.
on! That is the most esports vehicle if I've seen one.
Balanced, by the way.
Very balanced. What do you want? Indestructible vehicle that is very slow, and you can't shoot out of. I find that balanced.
I don't know about that one.
It is a meme.
It is pretty much. Yeah.
Someone's shooting it with an M4. You're like, don't worry, I can run you over faster.
Yeah, exactly. But meanwhile, the cycle has shifted northwest straight towards South Georgia Pole. So as you can see, everyone sending it towards this hospital area because everyone knows that these circles end within 500 meters of that area, especially when there's water involved.
Yeah, whether it's the triple warehouses, the hill, or hospital itself. Or what's the small Georgia Pole? Or is it called Africa? The well, this area.
I call that West Town.
You call that West Town?
Yeah, West Town. Just West Town. And then the other side, I think it's called East Town. I'm not sure. I think some people call it Pizza.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's like
I just call it South George, and then I just always thought the small bit just next to hospital was, for some odd reason, my squad called it Africa. So I'm like,
fair enough. You know, each of their own.
Yeah.
But lots of nades coming out. Freezy's been tagged up.
It's like if he's fighting someone else in the same warehouse. No.
Yeah, no, they're in the same warehouse as a team, but they've got two other players in each their own warehouse. That was a strange.
Did damage though.
trajectory.
Sick
Yeah. Sikibeast's got to heal up. I mean, if there's any more, I think they've wasted. Well, not. I wouldn't say wasted. They've used a lot of their nades. Though technically, actually, nades are slightly wasted because they do no damage to your armor.
Yeah.
So only actually uses meds basically.
Yeah, so that's the only part of the economy. But look at this. The two warehouses that the other two have are literally on the exit and the entrances of the warehouse that Team Greece and Cyprus have. So they have to kind of walk into the crosshair, into the line of sight. And the other two actually have the advantage there. And it looks like they're going to do exactly that, as you can see on the minimap. Now, look at where everyone else is clumping up as well. So close. Kleinerman and his teammate, they've got the small building just across from the triple warehouses, and you're just trying to get all sorts of buildings you can as close as you can. Yeah, so this area is what I was calling Africa, but we call it West Town.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I call it. I think that's what a lot of other people call it as well. But yeah, we call it whatever you want, really. I think we'll all understand it, maybe. But yeah, no, I'm surprised no one's actually sent it into South Georgia, to be fair, because the circle 3 can actually shift away towards Gat to southeast, right? Ooh, meanwhile, Freezy taking a lot of damage. But
replaceable helmet, at least.
Yeah, true. But yeah, it can shift on circle 3 away, not
Boys,
circle 4. So
I want to say, look, there's ledge grab is in this. They can get themselves into some pretty snazzy positions inside the warehouse and see if they can try and get an angle on. They're not using. Oh, okay, right, and now
got to be creative, haven't you?
Yeah, Team Sleep are trying to get involved from Everest. They've spotted some ants and they want to take some shots. Yeah, look at that.
But their name isn't Team Sleep. I've just called them that because
Yeah,
it's just like Zeds,
I prefer
you know?
calling them Team Sleep.
Makes
as well.
sense, right?
It's just a lot easier than just going zzz,
Exactly.
or Team Z.
It just sounds weird as well.
Team B.
Yeah. Team B.
Team B.
Buzz.
I'm
Anyway,
a B.
The circle has shifted. It's gone south slightly. Pretty much, I mean, most of the water's kind of out, but you can't know where the next circle should probably go. It can't go west. It can't go directly north. So
Oh god, Kleinerman actually knocks Freezy and takes him out as well. So that's a knock from.
That was from the double whites, just further east.
Absolutely. Well, Maro and Meister, they've actually left. They've started off.
Wow. Okay.
Just in that time. Oh, it doesn't matter though, because Kleinerman's going for more, and he gets a knock on tomorrow. Does enough damage, but Maro gets into cover just.
There's no way to get the res though, because Magisters is so far away in West Town or Africa. I mean, he's literally in Africa. How far away he is. It's so. Yeah.
No way was that a knock while he was driving. Yeah, now Nailip and Mobsy should be able to spot him out and try and get that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's going to be difficult.
Meister's leaving a man behind. Yeah, no, he's leaving man behind.
Yeah, there's no way. I like his little shoes.
What is on that? What?
He's got the lion onesie on. The lion suit.
It's got the line suit.
Look at that. It's cool.
Oh, those feet.
it's cool. I haven't actually got that yet. I want to get that. It's pretty funny.
Someone needs to clip their nails. Growing a bit too much. Milter Power Rewop.
Oh, no.
They've got themselves Radio Tower Hill, Ham Slam, and Co. They're coming in, but they're just outside of the circle, so they're going to be trying to push in and taking that fight. Bankai and
later, nerd. It seems like obviously because Horseman and
Bankai doesn't have any meds.
They had to take the Eastern Bridge, and it seems like they just run out of meds. Yeah, I think Bankai might have a few bandages or whatever, but it's not worth it to get Horseman up, just because I mean, yeah, he's got 2 first aids. To be fair, he could probably get them up actually.
Yeah, but look how far they are. And
I don't know. I mean, if he drops them a first aid and some bandages, they could make it a 2, in my opinion.
Okay.
But then again, it's whatever. It's fine. It happens. Unfortunate for Horseman. He's Denaruni. Actually, I think. Okay, Bankai just swapped vehicles too. I think he ran out of fuel, but he's just swapped to another one. Luckily for him, there was one there.
All the things are happening. It's not the best game.
Fresh UAZ must be nice.
The struggle for the Bulgarian sniper is real.
Yeah.
The struggle. The zone's closing in. 15 minutes into the game. 30 alive. 18 teams remaining. Laza. is kind of trying to sneak up onto Judge, but Honor is sneaking up onto Lazza, and he's just not going to expect it. As Lazza starts spraying, gets a knock. Is he going to go for flush? Yes, he is. Gets it. And Honor, just a tad bit too late, comes in and gets the knock. But he has to be careful for Apocalypse, who is just through the trees. How on earth did he spot that and tag him up at least?
Solid spot there from Honor. Really nice spray with the drinks as well. Gets the flush, doesn't want to overpeak too much. He realizes that. So it looks like he's going to back off actually, not even going to chance that. So getting shot by Zinsan and Clubber though, from southwest. Circle does obviously shift over towards mainland. Essentially just centered around just south of hospital. So Flowey, MYM, looking to take out Modelo and Hamslam.
Headshot landing, Flowey actually winning that trade. His teammate comes on around the corner, picks it up. That's how you do a nice easy 1-2, and that's just down to more. Is it Morello? Yeah, Morello.
Modelo. Yes, that's
sorry.
right. Yeah.
Just couldn't see the D there.
Same. Kappa. God damn it, dude.
Oh, was that necessary? Okay. Moving swiftly on from that one. Right, Zinsan gets the knock onto Apocalypse. And yeah, it's all just going absolutely to hell.
10,000 days actually coming in on the western side though as well, so we'll see if he can chime in and and find Modelo. Oh god, Larone and Flowey though, they're sat pretty grouped up. I'm not sure if they're planning on making a push. They have to because the circle's round their back.
Actually, Ewing.
Oh,
Larone. Where's Ewing coming from? Oh, he's coming up from the up top there.
Yeah.
So it's just every single fight is just being third-partied with a potential fourth party coming in. Look at this 10,000 days. He's waiting. He's eyeing up the meat, but he's not shooting just yet. Don't.
Yeah, I mean, why did you say that?
Can you not handle my phrases?
I can't. It's fine. Composure.
Right,
Ewan's pushing up. What is this? He's insane. Magebane and Ewan have so much space on the south side there. If they can get all these kills, they'll have, the whole of the field to ready to kind of control. This is insane. The fact that Ewan's this aggressive, but I think he realizes that kills are obviously more important than placement. If he can get top 12 as well, then sure. But
I don't think he knows that 10,000 days is there either, so he has to be very careful. And he's just using the ridge line to his advantage. So he's not going to push over the ridge. He's just going to go in, realize that he can't convert it into anything, and then he's going to fall back.
Yeah.
Magebane, he hasn't lost that position either, so that's looking very good. Our whole southern field area just completely empty. As Flowey is now waiting for Modelo to come out. 10,000 days is waiting for someone to come out. And, Ewing and Magebane, they're just going to wait up there and wait for everyone else to leave their positions.
And the circle shifts. Gargi and Battlestrong center, sitting plumb center. Obviously, I said earlier, it's going to end at least 500 meters away from hospital, and it looks like it's gonna go that way.
No one down there at the bottom wants to move. They're just playing a game of chicken, but Tishby actually gets a nice knock with a Kar 98 onto Spike. You can see there on the left. Was it on the left there? Yeah, it was.
On the western side there.
And they're actually going for a humongous push while 10,000 days gets a spray onto Modelo. And Flowey's going to now make his move. Spots out 10,000 days, gets a tag off. Frees 10,000 days out a bit. Everyone else is getting sprayed up. Tishby finds Nowick and Spike. Honor gets taken down by Zinsan, so that is the team asleep out. Only 3 teams have been fully eliminated.
That was a bit of an overextension from Honor. I feel like maybe he didn't know that was a player peeking the balcony window, the balcony door. Sorry, but you can see Ewan and Magebane. They're solidly pushing this south side here.
Sorry, Flowey gets completely demolished. Wow. Sorry, not only I got it wrong. The thing on the left, it showed only 3 teams eliminated, but that's the top 16 out of the 32, so there's more than 3 teams being eliminated, so completely misinformation there. Fake news. Ignore me. As Tishby is trying to make a ballsy drive past everyone right now. It's 50 Saint. Tagging him up. Doesn't quite get the tag on him. Is flaming the Dacia.
The Dacia has flames, and it is flaming as well. It is on fire.
God, straight past you and all these
lots of flames. Can I get away? Can I get away from that Dacia, mate? It's gonna blow.
He actually gets behind cover just in time, just before Ewing spots him and does any sort of damage. But Tishby, he lives for another day. He's got a crate over there if he so does wish. It depends how. It's a Groza.
I mean, I think when you go for the crate, you just want to get the level 3s there. Really, that's the solid. That's the solid stuff.
Worth it. But look at this, Ewan and his teammate. They're just crashing right on top of him. They're like, right, okay, there's a solar here. Let's get him out. But Tishby, he peeks up first, but it doesn't matter because Mage Bane has a headshot.
Yeah, he's just better essentially. Oh, another headshot coming out from Ewan onto Zinsan. He's got to heal up. I mean, he's got the boo in his back. He's inside the circle though, so he's okay. Club of Deluxe is like he's pushing around over the road towards the southern side. So we'll see what he does. I'm not sure if he wants to make a play onto Rewop here. Have to see. Have to wait and see. I mean, if he gets an angle onto Ewan, that's a not gonna flush. He's so out in the open. If he overpeaks, that's a headshot. Ow, that's gotta hurt. That's coming in from hospital as well. Mobsy and Nail Up just sat there peppering shots at everybody. Seeky Beast is just behind them though. See if he manages to get anything done from there.
In what situation would you rather use a med kit over a first aid and two boosters?
I think you want to use that first if you've got time. But it's also like I think if I don't know, it just depends honestly.
Like for instance, there Ewing was down to 8 HP. You might as well use the med kit because he gets you to 100 straight away.
Yeah. I'd say so. I think it makes more sense because then the time that it takes for the boost to pop up, the boost to heal you up to full HP, you might as well just do the first aid. Just depends if you're getting pushed or whatever, then maybe not.
Not quite. Gargi trying to hold off Kleineman. He's behind a tree. Him and his teammates are on. All behind trees, but you can see the circles now pushing everyone in, and everyone that was north needs to kind of come in and look at the crashes coming in. Mobsy pushing into Lukarooks. That's a good nade. Underhand. Mobsy runs away. Actually gets away in time as well. It wasn't good for Lukarooks. He don't care. He's going to jump out the window and he's going to take you down like Batman.
Send it out the window. Looks like Gargi has still got eyes on Kleineman's tree. Zeron's just a bit further south of Kleineman. Further east of Battlestrong and Gargi. He's going to go for it. The smoke's obviously covering his path. Spam comes out. More spam. Spam. Through the smoke. Meanwhile, Mage Bane gets a knock onto Zinsan. That's on the southeastern side. They're using their cars as forts. Oh, he does get behind the rock.
One more shot would have actually done the trick there, but Gargi, he's getting greedy. The nade does come out, so the nade should be able to get the knock from on Kleineman from Battle Strong. And, the GGB guys, Gifted Gaming, PUBG, they're doing a good job holding this off, gatekeeping from those guys that were unlucky enough to go north. And there's another one, Seki Beast, 2 shots, does the trick. Mage Bane and just Mage Bane. They get, just him alone. Finds Zisan and Club of Deluxe. And a good res into Ewing, so not even going to lose a teammate there.
Yeah, solid stuff from Rewop there. 6 kills, 4 on Mage Bane so far. They've been holding that south side, and it looks like they still have the majority of the circle in terms of the control. But obviously, with the compounds, you got Lukarooks and Ivers, Team 3, and then obviously Gargi and Battlestrong in the compounds as well.
They given 2 crates.
What is that? You serious? I mean, they can't use them now because I was thinking they could use them as cover, right? As like a little fort of crates.
No, but they can still get the crates before they move out. I think, Lukarooks, he's going to move out first. I don't think they've actually noticed that.
Where's he going? He's going straight into 50 Saint.
Was that? Did Gargi shoot 50 Saint by mistake?
I don't know, but 50 Saint gets a knock onto Lukarooks anyway, and the flush. So, Ivers, you got to do something now, buddy. There's a play that needs to be made. He's going the same exact way. I mean, a bit of a diversion, but... Oh, no, that's on fire. I feel like Saint could have got on the
straight
kill there.
into Magebane and teammate. He jumps out. Doesn't take a lot of damage, though, so that's working in his favor. He's got the tractor as a bit of cover. 50 Saint, he's got a bunch of smoke now that he can use, but Ewing and Magebane, they've been very strong this game, especially in the medium to long range shots and fights. Oh, Gargi and Battlestrong. Ivis just doesn't look like he's in a great spot, to be honest.
No,
All
I mean,
around.
he's
completely surrounded.
he's got to smoke off, I think. Like, he has a trait, and he has the tractor in terms of cover from his southeast, so he's not too bad. But then you got 50 Saint behind, doesn't quite find the knock or the kill, should I say. The nade comes out, that should find it, that's for sure. That's a done, yeah, that's a done deal. See you later. Boom. Solid stuff from 50 Saint. Maybe he'll take his spot then, we'll see what happens there.
50 Saint still has a long, long way to run to get himself into that zone. Well, get himself into a part of that zone that has some sort of cover, by the looks of it. Battlestrong still looking for this last player from, what's that team name? Containers.
Containers, yeah.
Containers. As Zeroni does get pushed out.
Oof. Yeah.
But the spray down from Ewing is going to find him nice and easy. And now it's down to a 2v1. 50 Saint, Milter, Power, and the Gifted Gaming guys.
Yeah. Just solid stuff from Yuang and Magebane there. Just, I mean, they kind of loot around here anyway, so but they managed to stay alive, and they're playing it really well. 7 kills so far for them.
Quite impressed how 50 Saint's playing this as well. He's just using one smoke at a time, waiting for it to like completely go to the limit, and then throws the next one. So he's trying to buy as much time as possible as he can, but he does get given the circle here. If you wanted luck, here you go.
Yeah, boom. I mean, I think Jargi can still sit in his compound for a bit until he's pushed out. And then they've got some ways to go. There's only 10 damage on that bullet. I'm not sure what that was. Is that like a P? Like a little P in his magazine or something?
Magebane spots that one guy. Oh, tags him up twice again. Battlestrong going down to about 3rd HP. Gargi trying to lay down some fire and cover his teammate. But these Gifted Gaming guys, they need to make a move soon. Otherwise, Magebane and Ewing, they're going to have priority in that circle. And you don't want that. You want to be able to get in a circle and gatekeep. Right now, 50 Saint doing his best. I think Gargi, my dude, man, like, there's other things you need to be focusing on right now. But Ewing does fall down, and Battlestrong does get the head of Ewing. So this might open up the opportunity for Gifted Gaming to actually make a play and run away with this game.
Yeah, that was a solid knock. We didn't quite see it, but I imagine that was a super solid knock that opens up their pushover. Obviously, Battlestrong's pushed over super close towards their north side now. He's got to watch out. I don't think he's got any nades, though, so that could have been great. Although, I mean, Battlestrong and... No, he doesn't have any nades. Okay, I was going to say. Sprays the smoke, finds one. Magebane with the turn, gets the headshot. Still with the cover from Jargi.
Oh, come on. Ewing is literally one shot right now.
He can't stay on that building, though. He's got to jump off somehow. He's on top. Oh, no, he can't. Can he stay on the building? He can. He can stay there. Wow.
Just about. Literally just about. But they've got this ridge.
Oh,
Gargi
no
finds
way.
Ewing. He's right behind the tree. He's just in sight line. 50 Saint still alive in the side there. He is not going to do much, actually. I feel like if the smokes wasn't there, he could have been able to make some sort of play. And right now, he's going to get shot up. But Magebane, he's under so much pressure from either side. He's getting pushed by Battlestrong and Gargi, and then he's got the other side of him, but he turns into Battlestrong again, doesn't take any damage. Battlestrong falls to 11 HP. He's going to keep pushing, finds one.
Wow.
Battlestrong falls. He's got some breathing room, gets the flush, needs to find Gargi, but now 50 Saint's getting involved from the side. He finally comes out of his smoke, tags him up, but Gargi falls to 15 HP. What is Magebane on? Gargi finally gets 50 Saint after all those bullets. It only took one to the head. But Magebane, he ain't gonna heal. He's gonna come around the corner and he's gonna wipe it all up. Milter Power, or Rewop, 9 kills.
Solid game from them. That's that was impressive. Just the aggressiveness towards the end there. To push over the road. Obviously, he knew he was in a fight with 50 Saint over the side. But to do that and to push over, That's some balls right there.
MageBane is he's Greek, isn't he? MageBane.
I think so.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I think whenever I've played on played online with him or against him, I think the ongoing joke is he only plays PUBG when he's at an internet cafe.
He does. Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
I don't know if that's just him or it's a very Greek thing.
I think it is actually, because I mean, you know, it's like a social thing as well. You know, you go out and play with your friends. I think I've seen him a few times on his stream, just chatting with his friends in the internet cafe in between the games, stuff like that. So it seems quite fun actually.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I've never been to one. I can't say.
Too fair, same. I haven't either.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. You know, that's why I could never make it pro. I just never went to an internet cafe and played PUBG. But I mean, insane. Like the amount of times he actually turned on a fight that he didn't start, and actually did more damage than the person that initiated the fight.
It's Battle Strong all the time.
Yeah, Battle Strong.
Battle Strong just got completely outdone, I think, by MageBane. There's no way he could have done anything more. I feel like.
I mean, land more shots, but I mean, you start shooting and you land like 1 or 2, but then MageBane turns around and kind of one does you in the face, and then you're down to 8 HP and then 15 HP. You're like, okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I might as well just roll over and die, to be completely honest. But yeah, no, what a game. They came from.
Gatka.
What do they look? Gatka.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't come that far, to be fair.
Yeah, no.
But they held the south side really, really well, and that kind of helped them out in terms of clearing that side. And then everyone else just came in from the north, and I guess north, northeast, northwest.
Yeah, because they held the radio tower.
Yeah.
For most of it, didn't they? They held the radio tower, and then they kind of cleared out the south, and then just made their way in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's all it takes from PUBG, guys. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Just, get your rotations right and be good at aim. And at the end of the day, you could be winning $8,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Wingman stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're going to go on a short little break of 5 minutes. We'll be back for Game 5, the last game of the day, coming up real soon.
Hello. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, so
my name is Talha. This is HayZ.
We are back from the last game. You might not have seen us. I don't know if you've just come in. I have no idea. But we are back for.
As you can see, we're very prepared. I just nearly broke the table just before coming live.
Kind of distracted me.
So okay. Okay. So we're going to our final game of the EMEA Week 3 Wingman. Series 8. Let's get all the numbers in, all the jargon, all the way done. We've had a couple of lovely games. I've only been here for one. But my God, what an amazing game it was from MageBane. Well, and Ewan, but mostly MageBane at the end there.
MageBane was fragging. He just couldn't get a beating on a I mean, it wasn't even a fair 1v1. It was definitely not in his favor, but he still beat them on the damage as well. So
being shot from all sides and just somehow managing to come up top there with damage, and also being not the initiator, or being
exactly.
very reactive to the firefights that were happening. But nonetheless, going to the last game, all the points are starting to add up. If I'm right, there are 4 weeks. Right, 4 weeks. There you go. There's your scoreboard from the last game. Rewop at Liam. First place, 10 points, 9 kills. So they got themselves a total of 19 points. GGP. There's their second place with 12 points and 6 kills. And Containers coming in third. So that's actually the help of... No, that's not the guy. Who was it at the end there? 50 Cent.
Containers, yeah.
50 Cent from Crystal Gaming. So he managed to get the fourth place spot there.
There's not as many kills, that's the thing.
It's the kills that really put them on top there. But the cumulative leaderboard of today, after game number 4, Built to Power up there at the top, a whole 13 points ahead of second place, really pulling away. And Containers in second place, 30 points, and then 5 points behind is Isuba, PUBG, and Ataxia, as well as Team Greece and Cyprus and Crystal Gaming leading up the top 20-point top 6. And that is that. MYM, you can see a big name there, 8th place, 17 points. Not far behind the 20-point gap as we make our way onto the C130 into the final game of the night of the EMEA. This is also week 3, so this will be the final week.
Final week before the finals.
Before the finals.
Yeah.
Wait, is it before the finals?
Yes, yeah. So then after that, or I think the CIS join up with. Although is this? Yeah, no, yeah. This should be the final week before the finals. So
Was there not one more week and then the final?
No, because we go through all the maps. So well, I see all the maps except for Vikendi.
Yeah.
So Sanok, Miramar, and then Erangel, and then it goes through the finals.
And
then that's the big boom.
And all the finals are on Erangel.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because I remember looking at the thing, and there was meant to be 2 weeks of Sanhok, if I'm right. Sorry, 2 weeks of of Erangel. But if this is the final week, then it all comes down to this, whether the top 16 are going through, and you really want to be making up those points if you haven't, which is the point that I'm trying to make. I'm trying to figure out if this is the penultimate or the ultimate week. This is when all those points that you try to make on Sanhok on the first week or the second week, it's all where it starts adding up. That 1 point difference is where it could come in. And HayZ, I know you want to say something about this circle.
This circle, yeah. I mean, well, we've had a very similar one in the technically the third game. Yeah, the third game. We had a very similar circle, more up towards kind of the Stabble way, sort of further east, but centered around shooting range. Meanwhile, Ewan and Owner, oh no.
That's both of them out.
Both, yeah. So he got the first knock. I mean, Magebane is about 500 to 600 meters further southeast. So he did that all by himself. I mean, obviously, I'm not sure if they wanted to hot drop, but they did. So that's what they get. But yeah, as I said, the circle though. I mean, there's only one team that's essentially kind of I would say inside the circle, because I don't really count the southern side across the water as inside, so I would count the northern side, and there's only one team in Tryhard up on the northern side, so they have prime pick of any compound to which they choose.
So what do you think is going to happen in this situation? Everyone's going to kind of rotate to like the CJ block there,
oh yeah, with the
this area, everyone rotating in to just west of shooting range.
Because you use the letters. I honestly, I don't think anyone that I know has never used any of these letters before.
No one's ever used the grid reference.
Yeah, the grid reference. That's right. Never ever used that before, but fair play. Yeah, no, I think you'll see a lot of people come up sort of past North George up towards that western shooting range side around the plain. Meanwhile, though, what we're looking at here is Stella, and then Larone. Beamy's just further north of Larone. South. He's throwing out a nade. It's pretty poor, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie. Could have been better. He's pushing on 63 HP. Rip's on full HP as well. He has an M16. M16 burst at this range. It's lethal. Seriously.
Yeah, but Larone needs to do this fast. And look at this. Rip jumped out the window. He's using
I like it.
The roof of just outside the window to his advantage, and he's using the burst rifle, but he's waiting for Beamy to come up behind. That's what Beamy's doing, but there we go. Then tap to the head. Larone the fall and a bit of BM at the end there. How dare you push me?
Oh baby.
Definitely a bit of BM going out there for the players. But hey,
Love
that is probably a bit of a backstab for the last game, because I think MYM were bridge camping there, and they did kill the Stellar guys as they crossed across on the boat. And it looks like Proggy has found himself a little fishy.
Yeah,
who is that?
He's got the knock in my fart. In fact, it looks,
yeah.
Is he just AFK? I'm not even sure. I have no idea. It seemed like he was AFK. He had nothing, no loot on him, it seemed. Or maybe, he dropped it. Okay. He was so mad that he dropped all of his loot. That's one salty boy.
That's how you get them. That's how you deal with the haters.
Yeah, you get them by dropping the loot, so they have to walk a bit further to get it.
Drop your loot.
Got
and
him.
alive. Got him. That's gonna ruin their game. Why not?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, the guys in military base have got to move pretty soon. You got Blaze, and then 10,000 Days of Myth Rain, and then the Greek and what's the other one? Just the Greek guys down on the towards Novo. Cyprus, that's the word.
Greece and Cyprus.
Yes, that's
I
the
say
one.
Cesaris and his teammate, they've actually taken Crossroads already, and Hamslam and Mordello, they've gone to the bunker area of shooting range. So everyone's kind of rotating in quite center at the moment, but the amount of like water there is.
That's an angle.
I wouldn't be surprised this shifts a bit more to the south. Not fully south to the south of the river, but as close to that river as possible. Oh, there we go. Great with the DPS. What?
No one.
Did
he hasn't taken
Zeron
it.
just literally look at it and be like, nah.
Yeah, that's a no thanks.
Nah.
Let me be fair, again, with this circle, it's not really a DBS shotgun circle. To be honest with you, I don't think any of these circles are, really. I don't think there's any time where you would take that. Uh-oh, here we go. Hamslam with the M16 gets a knock, though. So, yeah, it looked pretty scary. But Maro goes down.
Yeah, that's going to be annoying. Morrow and Meisters looting this circle with complete peace. And they're actually one of the last people to rotate into the positions that they want, and they're being punished for it.
It just makes no sense, really. Why would you... Okay, I'm not going to ask any questions, but I don't quite understand it. Meanwhile, Kleineman goes down to Battle Strong. Looked like he was going for the crate, maybe, it seemed, and then try to get away, and got popped out the vehicle, it seems. I think I saw a buggy or some vehicle driving off. That's the DBS. He took it. Oh, that was the previous crate, right? That was the previous crate that they didn't take. Yes. Okay, so he took the. He goes for the DBS, and then gets it, and then dies because of it. It's a cursed weapon. It's cursed. Definitely. There's no doubt.
I was just going to say, like, some crates are bait crates, and you just have to know which ones they are.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you,
that crate, that's a bait crate.
Yeah,
guys.
it's out in the open.
That is a bait crate. 50 Satan and his teammate, they've decided to go right up to the edge there on the cliff side, on the compound that is available. Fairly interesting. I mean, you know that a circle is going to shift away from water at some point, and the chances of it shifting that close to the water is very unlikely. But
it can do. It can easily just shift like north and have the center right on the cliffs. It's happened before, but obviously circle 4, it's got to shift away. So,
hello.
That's a rock. Oh, it's going to go over. Okay, center circle is going to be on that rock, by the way, according to the observers, the all-knowing, all-seeing. All headshotting Mage Bane, by the way.
Bane.
Sorry.
I mean, Gargi replies with a knock onto Ewing. But
wow. Okay. That's, yeah. All right. Okay.
I'm so confused. What happened there?
Wait. Yeah. What? I saw Mage Bane.
That was Gargi getting a knock onto Ewing.
Oh, okay. Dude, that was. What did we see then?
Okay. So what we watched was Gargi getting the knock onto Ewan. At the same time, Mage Bane got a knock onto Battlestrong.
I was sure that was the other way around. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, anyway, so, I mean, Gargi hit that insane headshot. So, props to Gargi for doing that. Mage Bane has to leave his teammate behind. Ewan goes down. But, I mean, to be fair, Rewap have had a pretty solid day so far. So, we'll see what Mage Bane can do. But I don't think it's that bad, to be fair. But yeah, it looks like Sparking and Co pulled up towards not towards the bridge, but like just further north of the bridges in the compound there. Oh my lord! Wow, it's like the exact same circle as Game 3, pretty much.
I do love the shrink though. Seeing the circle shrink that small, that makes me feel so good. So we're gonna go towards Sverny. We're gonna go towards this open area with like just these 3 massive hills that everyone fights over, and then the one valley, and it's just going to be who can get inside the compound, who can get the warehouse at the top of the hill, and who can get that bloomin' shed where Mithrain is by the looks of it. Mithrain's already taken that
Mithrain,
shed.
10,000 days. They're split between the shacks. I mean, it's it's a bold play, and I understand their play because it ends around that area pretty damn often. So understandable, but at the same time, it doesn't always have to end there. You know, just because it ends there, you know, maybe a few times, you know, not always. It can still go towards Severny and then shift away and then be South Severny.
Well, I would love to see an urban finish. I wish that was
Yeah.
more of a thing that they put in, because I know in a lot of the competitive settings they've taken shift away from towns and stuff out, so it ends up and feels a lot. But I would really enjoy the occasional, like, let's just put it on a city for a change. But look at the rotations that everyone is taking, going towards the north, trying to take a safe rotation, but they're going to be running into everyone. 50 Saint. He's going to be splitting up from his teammate Tondo, as Nailup and Mobsy, they're coming in behind. Sparking and Silas, coming in just behind them. Modelo and Hanson, they're not moving, but Rip, he wants to get some kills on the rotation. Jumps out of his vehicle, he's going to tank the blue a tiny bit, but no luck for them.
Fight going on. Mobsy ended up go down from a third party. Sparking Hamslam with that one. So Silas wants to get in the vehicle. He's like, no, my vehicle, mine. But yeah, it's unfortunate for those guys. They've had a previously pretty good days, so it's unfortunate to see them have a pretty rough day today, especially on Erangel, probably their favorite map, I imagine. Sparking though, down to Tundo.
50 Saint trying to do his best to find Silas as his teammate is pushing up, trying to also get the right reconnaissance on where the last player of under-18s is, and I think 50 Saint spotted him out. There we go, Silas. And he's spotted out, the smoke comes in, and the spray from the silenced Mini 14. Oh, that must be annoying as Tundo takes some damage down to 50 HP. I was going to say, silenced Mini 14 coming in from somewhere. You have no idea where you're being shot from, but now Tundo still on half HP, not going to heal. He's going to keep the pressure on Silas, and now 50 Saint needs to find an angle himself too. It's very hard, but Jeff starts tagging up Tundo, gets a knock on Tundo, but the nade actually takes out Silas just before Tundo got knocked there. But now 50 Saint is so far away, I don't think he's going to get the opportunity to get the res on his teammate.
No, I mean, he might be able to. Modelo came in from behind, but obviously, so I'm not sure if he can actually get if he can get an angle. Looks like Zinsan's trying to actually steal it from further west. Yeah, looks like he's going to steal that. Yeah, so Zinsan gets the kill onto Tundo. 50 Saint is pretty much all alone now. Magebane's coming in behind, though, on the western side again. So we'll see if he runs into Zinsan and Clubber Deluxe.
Yeah, he has to be careful. He's on his own, and you would expect this area to be kind of safe to make a rotation in, but because this fight's been going on, there's still a few people remaining. Got owned. Finds 10,000 Days and Mythrain up in this little complex here. So what's the nickname for this one?
This, some people call it the Scrapyard. I call it Car Park because there's just lots of cars in there, but I think Scrapyard makes more sense.
Scrapyard makes sense.
Yeah, because there's just lots of scrap cars in the car park. Yeah. But looks like Gotland and Swedish kind of split up slightly just between their shacks. None of them can really help each other out, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a good play, though. It's just in case, if a circle shifts, they're thinking about the future. Being good investments that they're putting in. If it shifts down, if it shifts a bit more, they can. They've got both of the shacks at their disposal.
Smash.
That's definitely not what you want to do. It's one shack as well.
I mean, to be fair, it's a solid shack, and because Mythrain and 10,000 Days have actually left it, they can now take that. But Modelo, I'm not sure. No, that wasn't return fire. That was from Severny's side. Just on the edge of Severny, he gets a knock onto looks like either Nowick or Spike, so gives Blaze some respite. Swedish just gets completely hit and run. Gargi's just piecing out. He's like, no, actually wait, no, he's coming back. He's trying to get flushed though. Nowick.
He's getting flushed by kill's gonna get stolen.
Yeah, it's gonna get stolen, it seems. Actually, no, Gargi gets it with the DBS. What is this? This is nuts. And he beeps as
the ultimate BM is coming out.
Okay, I see that. Yeah,
this is the BM game.
Gargi, as a solo player as well, he is on his own. Obviously, Battlestrong was taken down previously from Magebane. So
is that toxic? killing some of the DBS?
No.
not-
Honestly, it's a blessing. You
It's
know?
a blessing.
I have no idea why. I'm just gonna say that.
You have been blessed. you are blessed by the DBS.
Exactly.
Right. So it looks like the rotations are done by the looks of it, and everyone's kind of got it. They've got their positions. There's still 2 buildings left in Crossroads. Cesarius and Rykes have got themselves the eastern side. You can go to the western side if you so do wish. If you have some nice kahunas in your trousers, if you want to take a fight on, Clubber Deluxe definitely does have some big brass kahunas, because he's crawling in the middle of the open with no helmet at all, trying to just hide from Chinjay. And
I mean, they don't even know he's there. So it looks like actually Chinjay might have spotted Mr. Caracas maybe as well. So, yeah, so it looks like they've spotted out those 2 players over there. Circle does shift, obviously, away from water. I mean, there wasn't much water in the first place, but it does shift pretty much centered eastish, so straight on top of Isuba in the warehouse. Sorry, solid stuff, solid position from them. And no, it's not there. All right, stop it.
I don't even think it's possible.
No, it's not. By the way, it's just not possible.
Not possible at all. Got owned. Beelines it straight into a shack in the middle of the circle. Gets in. And I think he's pretty okay for a top 10 situation now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's a solo. I don't really know where his teammate is. It looks like he is solo. Because he's made it there. The only way he can get completely wrecked is if he gets crashed. Yeah, there's an AWM just baiting itself.
Yeah, there's no way anyone's getting that.
Just, hi, guys.
Yeah. Hey, woo, come get me. Woo.
We're talking about bait crates. That is the bait crate, especially in a circle like this. Because the problem with this is you've got so many good positions that work well in their own right, but get kind of eliminated from the other positions that also exist in the circle. For instance, if you're in these shacks where, you know, got owned are smashes and like 10,000 days, even though they're in junkyard, they're great. But you've got anyone up on this hill where Isuba and Noik are, they can see straight down into those shacks. They can blow open the doors. They can see every single move you make. So you're kind of stuck in there, and you're kind of hoping for the circle to kind of push them out or push you towards them. So you can't. Once you get into these shacks, you can't really do much other than just sit there and just twiddle your thumbs a bit until something happens.
Yeah, exactly. You almost have to play as if you're just gonna prone, like as if you're proning, but you just have to wait until you're allowed to go outside of the shack because everyone else around you is kind of pushed out and you're the only one around that area. But you've got to get pretty lucky in that situation.
Mage Bane actually being very, very trigger disciplined here. Was lining up a headshot, decided not to take the shot. Does hear 50 Saint behind him. He's going to wait. He is a solo right now. They have won the last game. It is Modelo.
That's a free
kill. It is a free kill.
That grass in the way.
But right now, you can see on the minimap, 50 Saint's actually running up behind Modelo. So they're both going to come and line up. And they're on two different teams. Oh, hello. Yep, there it is. He hears him.
Oh, this is...
Mage Bane definitely has.
The circle is right on Mage Bane. He's right on his back. So taking some damage. It's not that much damage, but once it actually connects with the circle with the white, it's he's gonna have some issues.
Now is it worth shooting? I mean, you can follow 50 Saint into the circle here because he's not going to be looking his backside, and you can make your way in. He does start with a nade, doesn't connect at the moment, but he's going to go for the spray. 50 Saint, nice easy spray. Nice. He takes down Modelo, and Hamslam gets taken out by Meisters gets taken down by Modelo, and Hamslam gets taken down by 50 Saint. So that clears the part in front of him. And Mage Bane, now he opens fire. It might have been a bit too late there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad because he's let 50 Saint do the work. But at the same time, 50 Saint has all the advantage on him now. So that there is no way. I don't see Mage Bane even getting anywhere near this. But we've seen Mage Bane hit these shots before. That last game was nuts. I mean, he's going to die to the circle anyway. So, yeah. That's him out. Unfortunate stuff. I mean, maybe wait too long. Maybe just the timing of it. If 50 Saint wasn't there, I feel like it might have been much easier for him. But meanwhile, the circle does shift. It's again, it's kind of like centered southwest-ish. So nothing really changed too much. Obviously, a lot of people kind of sending it towards shacks and stuff. Freezy, that's outside the circle, mate.
Oh
Uh-oh.
10,000 Days gets knocked into Freezy, but Gargi finds Mithrain. You can see everyone kind of trying to make the rotation and either crashing or going for these shacks. There's a shack just below the warehouse. And you see Second Beast. He's still kicking. And now this is when you just use your vehicle as cover, because that's the best option you have. Get the vehicle in somewhere nice, blow it up, and just lie down next to it.
It looks like he's going to go for the res on Freezy, it seems. Yeah, it looks like he's going to go for that one. Chinjay taking some suppressing fire from Gargi in the shack, or at the shack. He's been Gargi's been pretty active, even though he's been a solo. He's been pretty active in terms of the kill feed and just overall his shots. He's been shooting quite a fair few amount.
This is when he should be taking out tires. Oh god, okay, right. He does spot us like he beast. Just needs to land one more.
I thought that shot hit.
Just doesn't land what is going on?
How has he not landed those shots? That's I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but still, you got to have one more shot land there because that's all he needed.
I mean, he did what I would have done, is just shoot in the same position and wait for them to walk into the bullet. But fortunately, it doesn't work out like that. He's using a pretty wrecked up Darcia to make his way into the circle with the help of some smokes as well. It's going to give him a bit of a boost, but ideally you want to have four wheels on that as you're driving towards a team of two. Coming straight in, Mr. Caracas, he does get knocked. It doesn't look like anyone else did as well. Chinjay gets knocked on the return as well. Lukarux finds him. Spike finds Freezy. Ivus and Lukarux, they're still sitting there at the bottom, and they're holding off Asuba while knocking everyone else on the rotation. And look at that, they're actually going to go fight Asuba. 10,000 Days gets a tag onto Ivus on the backside.
Yeah, Ivus getting the knock onto Spike there in the sniper tower. Hit the flush as well, it seems. But he's overcommitting to that. 10,000 Days gets the knock. Looks like they're going to get the flush as well, possibly. I'm not sure. So close. Yeah, it does get the flush. So that's a massive overcommit from Ivers there. Not a fan of that one.
No, 10,000 Days. He's looking for the crate. Yeah, he's looking for the body crate. Can't quite find it.
Oh, it's right there, but like his body goes a lot further than the actual crate itself.
Yeah.
So it's probably outside the circle somewhere, I imagine. Oh my lord! Just a peppered shots from Mithrain and 10,000 Days. Noak down. So is that actually the whole of? Yeah. So that's the whole of Isubi cleared out of the warehouse, but they were safe in the warehouse there. Why do they push out? I don't understand.
I think they were trying to come down to BLT. They were trying to like clear that area, and
I just don't understand
you just
why.
don't realize is that when you push over that, everyone at the bottom there can see you, as well as you can see them. And you know, like I said, got owned. He's still in the circle. He beamed it into that shed fairly early on, and now it's paying off. In fact, that's the only shed there on the south side that's in the circle. The BLZ guys, 2 in 1 shed. They need to leave and push out. I don't think they have actually any sort of cover right now. Mithrain is sending it. Got owned. Actually gets shot by Lukarix and gets taken out.
Yeah.
And that's going to clear it up for Mithrain to go in now. But
or
no,
not. I don't know what he was doing. Mithrain was just driving around. Like he didn't even want to get into the shack. I'm not sure if he realized that Lukarix actually got the kill onto the guy in the shack, onto got owned. So he kept driving around it to bait him out so that 10,000 Days could get the shot on. But he was already dead. He just didn't realize it. So I guess that makes sense. But at the same time, just pull up. Just pull up to the shack and, you know, do the job, essentially.
To yourself.
Yeah, just do it, you know. If he's not going to peek, just get in there.
Yeah, this looks rough for 10,000 Days now.
Yeah, rough stuff.
Edge of circle, not even in the zone. 1 minute for it to fully connect, and probably running out of smokes as well. Got a long way to run. You've got Lukarux, who is sitting quite nicely in the zone. Just eyeing you up. Like a kid in a candy store. And right now, I was going to say, Horseman doesn't have his Bulgarian sniper counterpart. But he just gets taken down nice and easily by Cesarius. But the BLZ guys, not BLT, that's the other boys, they are holding in the shed quite nicely. Yeah. And they've got the south side completely clear. So all they need to worry about is everything ahead of them up the hill, which consists of Reichs, Cesarius, and Meisters and 50 Saint. And it looks like Lukarux will be taking care of 10,000 days fairly shortly. Where on earth has he got a vehicle from?
I have no idea.
10,000 days has
He's just
somehow found a vehicle.
He's spawned in a vehicle with GTA cheats. I'm joking. As you can see, Blaze running across in the open. Rykes has clear line of sight. Same as Lukarux as well. Rykes does get the knock. Gets flushed out by Lukarux though to smash. Rip is just behind the shack, not quite visible to Rykes. But yeah, as you said, they have this whole south side to themselves, and the only, I mean, there's only solos now. It's only just 4 solos and a team of 2. So this looks like it could go the way of Unknown Knights. We'll have to see though. Obviously, solos can obviously do damage to duos. That's for sure.
Now,
seen it done.
Is this crate no longer a bait crate? I feel like it might just be worth to get that level 3 gear just up ahead.
Looks like he's
and
going
it
for
looks
it.
like Rykes is definitely going to go for it. It's going to spot out the AWM. But you might as well get that level 3 gear while you're at it. Oh, it does get the AWM. He's going to be 316 no-scoping at some kids to finish off the game.
He's got the nice skin. He's got the level 100 skin as well. So he's been grinding that battle pass, season pass. Don't worry. But yeah, Rip in the smoke. Not quite Rip just yet. Although that nade could be a Rip. That's a Rip. Yeah, there we go. That's a full-on Rip.
Perfectly timed nade.
Solid stuff. Them out in 5th place. They've had some pretty good games in the previous weeks. So we'll see how that stacks up later on. But yeah, just prone central over here on the north side. 50 Saint Magisters. Looks like Lukarux is. He's still got the shack isn't quite inside, but he can. I think he's got space to roam around a bit more. He's got some cover maybe. Oh no, he's just proning. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but the great thing is that he's at least he's got this ridge line. As soon as he comes over it,
in a
way,
way,
like Rykes and Cesarius will definitely be able to see him and have the line of sight on him. 50 Saint up there in the north just has a bit of cover, but Meisters is his contender at the moment. And Meisters, he's still just chilling at the moment on his belly. And right now, Cesarius and Rykes, look at the centre. It's got absolutely no cover whatsoever. The circle does shift down towards the guys from UK. And now all these players will have to make their way down the hill into the least covered part. I think there's about 1 or 2 trees there for them. And Rykes, he's doing the good thing. He's doing the right thing. Just spreading out.
Yeah, gotta spread out, get these angles. If you obviously against solos, they don't know this that they're against 3 solos. Obviously, 5 alive. They probably assume it's like another duo and then one other solo. So especially since the warehouse is still in, they just probably assume that there's a duo coming from the warehouse and then there's 1 solo towards Severny. Oh no, probably 1 solo towards the eastern
like
side.
1, 2, 3, 4 trees in that circle.
Smokes will be crucial here for sure.
You can already see Lukarux. He's going to be popping his smokes out, but of course that gives away his position.
Oh,
and the AWM does hit 77 HP to the chest as well. Someone else is being tagged up. 50 Saint finds 1 more just before his demise by the looks of it as he starts making his way down towards Azarius. It depends. Will that
he's got
kill?
6 smokes. Use them, boy.
Oh, he lands the headshot.
Wow.
Just going to cover.
That's perfect. That gives him time to throw out the smokes. Cesarius has got to heal up. He's already done that, but gives him some time. If he hit another one there, that would have been insane. Lukarux throwing out some nades, trying to get this last kill. If he gets this kill, that's 2 points essentially in terms of placement as well as 1 kill. So he's done the right thing. I imagine he obviously realizes that Hitchens a knock onto Cesarius there, and Lukarux does damage. He's doing a lot of damage. Tags up Lucarus though, Lukarux, sorry, and that's him out.
Well, there we go. But that actually helped 50 Saint immensely. It just put this whole situation into a 1 versus 1. 50 Saint gets the flush in Cesarius, picks up an extra kill before getting that placement point as well. And now it is 60 HP versus 70 HP, and a spray from the M4. 360 comes out, but it's going to be 50 Saint gets the kill and gets the win on... What? On earth did I just watch?
that was the 360,
It was
right?
a 360. I was so ready to like finish it up there with the
50
M4
Cent,
spray
yeah.
coming out by Rikes.
50 Cent world starring on people, man. Wow. Okay.
I was looking at the wrong screen. I
Same.
was so certain that 50 Cent was just dead there.
Yeah, I was looking at Cesaris's, or was it Rex? It was Rex's
Rex's
spray.
spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just died. I was like, wait, what? Hold on, because I previously saw.
Oh, you're going to see the replay.
Yeah.
I have to, because it was very much. Yeah, well
Yeah.
that just happened.
That's nuts. Yeah, no, I
don't
was
even.
gonna say,
I
like,
presume he even thinks like, hang on, we won.
Yeah, it was like I hit that. I hit those. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure, whatever. That was nuts. But yeah, highlights coming in. Ooh, some of the BM there as well. It's quite funny. Lots of M16 action as well. Interesting. But yeah, just a nuts game. I didn't expect 50 Cent to win that. Obviously, coming in from Saverni's side as well.
The not from Lucarix definitely helped him so much, like in that situation. But it's like
for sure.
you get the extra 1 point because someone else flushed it. So you're like, okay, someone else knocked him. Let me get the flush. I get the 1 point. But then actually going for that fight, I'm pretty sure. I don't even think he was thinking about going for that fight.
No.
He was so out in the open. He did a 360. And just somehow hit an insane spray on a head behind a tree. There we go. Here it comes.
360. That's insane.
What is that? About 20 HP.
Yeah,
or something
like that.
20 HP, and that's all it takes. If you know you're gonna potentially lose the last 1v1, just do a little 360. And
You gotta just make it happen. Just do something.
And
do
on
anything.
top of that, if you think about it, Rikes had a level 3 helmet.
That is also true as well. Wow. Yeah.
Rikes had a level 3 helmet. He
So,
just picked it up.
I think he must have just headshot him, then double body shot him, and that was it.
He was behind a tree.
Must have been. So yeah, and even on the right peak, he had the right peak on a tree, and he still loses the fight.
Can we do post-game interviews with the players? I really want to know what Rikes was thinking after witnessing that. Like, watching this guy yeet a 360 in front of you,
spinning around,
and you die.
Destroys you.
I just want to know what I forgot what his name is. 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
What he has to say about what he just pulled off there, because that was pretty insane. But what a way to end week 3 for EMEA. Let's do a whole recap of all the weeks.
Yeah.
Please, gentlemen, can we have all the quick? I was going to say, can we have a replay of all the best kills? That
We're not ready.
We're not ready. Just joking.
But no.
I presume what the lovely hamsters are doing backstage is they're adding up the scores.
Yeah. Just
and then we'll show you
calculators.
They've got the abacuses out.
Yeah. They're like
the abacuses out.
Exactly.
We'll show you the scores, the leaderboards, and then we'll round it off. And we're not going to call it a night there because we've got the LATAM stuff to cover next. But we'll go for a short break afterwards. But see, I don't even know what's next for the. It is.
So it is. I'm pretty sure it is the finals coming up. So because I think CIS and Turkey have their own.
Of course, but
own
I
qualifiers.
thought there was one more week of EMEA and then it goes in. But we'll just find out next week.
It would be kind of weird if they had like an extra week of Erangel.
That is true. Okay, so it probably means that the finals, all of the grand finals are on Erangel. Right, but here you go. Here are the scoreboards. Game number 1, Crystal Gaming 2. They do take the first place spot with 6 kills, getting them 16 points in total. Back to Lucid, only in second place, unfortunately for them, after getting memed on with a 360. 10 points, 5 kills, totaling them up to 10 points, sorry. And you can see everyone else on the way down because I'm too slow at reading. But the after game number 5, Rewop Atelium, 46 points, 36 points, 10 points behind is Crystal Gaming 2, so that win helped them a lot there to push themselves up. Is Super PUBG in third place at 30 points, joint third with Containers in fourth, but I think it is the kills that make the difference there. So it's 5 more kills more than Containers They do have, and the total leaderboards of EMEA. So these are your top 16 that will be going to the finals on that first page. Rewop, Blaze, Brow, Team Sleep, M4, Stella, Unknown Knights, Gifted Gaming PUBG, Crystal Gaming 2, Asuba PUBG, Online Vision Gaming Red, 1995, Ataxia, Back to Lucid, Containers, and R18. And to be honest, that is a joint 16th place with someone who is in 17th. So I presume that just came down to kills there.
Yeah, it seems so. I mean, I'm quite glad to see under 18 just scrape through there. I'll be sad to see Salas and Sparking go, but yeah, they've just scraped through, so good stuff from them. Solid, but yeah, as you saw, actually, Blaze got overtook by Rewop Atlima.
Oh, really? Rewop Atlim.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
they've been taken over, which is surprising since they had such a strong.
I love wires.
They had such a strong lead going into today, I feel. So fair play.
I just want to say congratulations to everyone that has taken part. You know, having to play in those arduous qualifiers to get your way through, and now you're taking part in, you know, one of the best wingman tournaments to ever exist, thanks to GLL. And you know, you didn't make it in the top 16. Doesn't matter. You can always try again next time. Yeah. But nonetheless, it's the experience that counts. Congratulations to the top 16. Hopefully, good luck to an EU team. Going into the CIS region as well with those guys. Yeah. But guys, we're gonna call it a night. My name is Talha. This is HayZ. But don't go anywhere. We're gonna be back in an hour because we've got the LATAM Masters to be covering, because we need to find out which of the South American teams are going to be going to
PGC.
I was going to say PGI again, but I was like, it's not PGI this time.
That's a year too late.
We need to find out which teams are going to be going to PGC, so don't go anywhere. Tune in an hour. This is this is the Cool Boys out. That's